great at the whole talking to each other thing and being characters.
But the action scenes are really good. They're very well done stunts. Even if they don't make sense, they're very well done stunts. I think that they took too much care in the stunts and just forgot about the rest of the movie.
Yeah, that's kind of the Final Destination way.
Yeah, so that's my 2.5. That's what. B.
It fucking better be.
Yeah, then that's it.
Good, great timing, honestly, Dio. Hello.
Yeah, perfect.
I am here now. I'm not late or anything.
You are, but that's okay.
No, I'm not. It's 6 o'clock.
No,
I am exactly on time.
I forgot my computer's 4 minutes ahead.
Why is your computer?
How is your computer 4 minutes ahead? Most of the time,
I
they
have.
internet synced.
It's because my fucking motherboard.
Huh?
Fair enough. Can't you go into BIOS and fix that?
Yeah, but no, the problem is it's defaulted to a different time zone, so it was a pain in the ass to get it on the right time zone to begin with. So it gets out of sync faster than it should.
Fair
But
enough.
I just frankly cannot be asked to keep putting it back on track.
Fair enough.
Something.
So,
New stuff.
Dio, I know you're not much into movies, right?
Hmm.
I would like to. What did you just do here? Oh, that's why. But I'm going to offer this to Trip, and I'm also going to offer this to you.
Mm-hmm.
Would you like to, at some point, maybe do 1 or 2 movies a month, where we go see them and then we review them before we start actually playing video games one day?
I would love to do that because, as I mentioned in the first segment, I have a movie podcast I'm trying to resurrect this summer. I'm almost done with my episode for Scream 2, not Scream 2, Smile 2, and I would love to have more people to talk to about movie shit in general.
Dio?
Sorry, I'm in the mid phone stuff. We are currently because what is it? There's the F1 movie that we're going to go see soon.
Yeah, I want to see that.
And there's another film. I forget what the other film is. Give me like a minute and I'll work it out.
Okay, I'm starting a new multiplayer game, by the way.
Oh, you want to host it, do you?
Yeah, I'll host it.
Okay,
I mean, it makes sense. There's 2 people over in America and 1 over in Europe.
Okay.
Keep in mind, this is my first time playing the game, so I'm gonna.
It's fine. It's great.
Yeah. That's why you're here. You're the newbie.
Yeah.
And as someone who has, let me just that's not telling me the right information. Game overview. I have put currently 150 hours into this game.
All right, I've sent out game invites. Transition. The movies that are
wait. Let me
right
just.
now,
Huh?
The movies that are on my list to see right now are F1, the new Jurassic World movie, because that looks like what Jurassic Park should have.
Sorry, Anna. Just quickly.
Yes.
When we played this last, or tried to, did we have any mods enabled?
No.
Okay.
And we're not going to do any mods.
No, it's just because I had mods and I couldn't remember. I thought I had more mods
installed.
installed.
Oh, turn them off. I see.
Yeah, I thought that we had some.
Run up to the door there, and you can customize your character with a very limited set of colors.
Green.
And if you
don't forget
what I did,
don't forget to hit apply every single time that you make a change.
Trip, you like my
Okay.
top hat?
I would very much like your top hat.
I forgot! There are animals now!
There's a lot in this you've probably forgotten about. Okay, I did turn on narrative, but I think it skipped through the actual what's it called? The actual like uh
Like, first part of the mission.
yeah, it skipped the tutorial.
Oh.
So Trip, if you press B, you'll see in your inventory are two things, a mining drill and an ore scanner.
Yes.
Go ahead and put those on your hotbar. And then pull up your ore scanner and just click. So
Xenoferrite ore.
Yep. So you'll just take out your mining drill and top it.
Drill.
Yeah. And take that over to the back of our landing thing, and it'll actually have just like burners for them. We will be replacing these very shortly.
So insert xenophorite ore rubble.
Yes. Then that puts everything up to two stacks of 200 in, and it'll make plates.
Cool.
Okay, so the first thing we need to put down. Wait, where is the building menu? I thought it was B.
No, B is inventory. It's C for crafting.
C, sorry.
F for destruction. I don't.
I think I'm gonna have to turn y'all up more in Discord. Because wow, this game is loud. Also, hi.
Everything that we need has to be put on platforms. So building blocks. So we can have like a power area, and as long as it's connected by those building blocks for low power, it will just transfer power throughout the entire system.
I'm getting Astroneer vibes.
Kinda.
Yeah, kinda.
So
Also,
like
do we want to do an intro? Now that I know how to use the basic controls.
We can if you would like. Hold on, if we're doing that, let me actually start recording.
Yeah. Dio,
Mm-hmm.
would you like to do an intro with us?
I'm here. There is a way to do third person, and I can't remember what it is.
I guess I better kill my actual music then.
Okay, I can't hear your music, Anna, so you can... This is just for my end for the sake of editing this up.
Oh, no. I actually have a recording going, so...
Nice.
I don't know what it is for you, Trip, but if you press Control U, is what it is for me. You
Nothing.
can... Okay, I've set that. Because there's some, like, camera controls. I think I got those for when I was streaming this last time.
Anyways, 3, 2, 1. Hey, it's AAA and welcome to Foundry. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm joined by Anna and Dio.
I'm just using your intro. So.
That's fine.
Who intros? I just stream and stuff, and
we're just here. Okay, we are playing Foundry. Dio has 4 trillion hours in this game. I have like maybe
3 trillion.
10. Yeah,
And I have 5 minutes.
Yes. We are going to teach Trip how to play this, but there is so much that's been put in this game.
I have probably need training on this because I have not played this in a very long time.
A lot of it will pop up later on in the thing. So while Trip and Dio are topping everything, I'm going to create a little base. That's what I'm going to work on. Starting over here. What do you think about putting like our power area like where I am?
Yeah, that can work. Like, I had this really obsessive thing
There you are.
where
that's fine.
everything had to be on one level. There were no other levels.
Oh yeah, we can do that. Eventually we're going to get dynamite, so that's the thing. And I found out, I don't know if you played long enough, but they have infinite ore now.
Well, did you turn it on?
No, it's not a turn on thing. It's a discover thing.
Oh, okay, that is very much usefulness.
So should I be destroying all the ore rubble in this thing?
Yeah, on top of it.
Yes.
Let me get a nice little outline here. But yeah, so basically, Trip, what we're doing now is we are just clearing our way because we need to have drones go on top to actually
Do the
find
things.
the orphans. Yeah.
Yeah.
If I remember correctly, they're 4x4.
2x2.
2x2. Yeah, 2x2.
This first episode, I'm mostly going to be here to learn and to keep the banter flowing.
Fair.
We don't banter. We're Americans. We don't banter.
Get the... One of those little sheep is right in my fucking...
Yeah, give it a little pet.
Actually, if you really want to, you can
Pick it up, lob it in the ocean, and let go, yeah.
No!
Oh, it's just in my inventory now.
Yeah, and now you can put it in a box.
Counterpoint, I can pick it. Oh no, I was hoping I could hold it and give it cuddles. I cannot.
Oh, no.
Why can't I give you cuddles? I'm sorry. I'll give you pets with my non-existent hands.
All right, Trip, would you like to go into... You can either do it through... go into your crafting menu with C.
C.
Third from the bottom is Drone Miner 1. Would you like to build us one of those?
Sure. I need 10 xenoferrite plates, 8 machinery parts, 6 electric components.
Yes.
They are down here, Trip. So if you come over to the machine...
Wait, I think I know how to do this. I come over here, I take the plates, I come over here, take the rods,
I take a dumplings.
and then I go into the menu and I make the parts.
Yeah. And then once that's done, we can show you like how the grid is actually done for that particular portion. I'll put a little step in now. That way it's easier to get up and down.
Got my machinery parts. I now need electric. Okay. I think let me. Yoink. What are these other ones made out of? The electronic components. Let me find those. Here we go. Electronic components.
If you click the main recipe, it will auto-craft for you.
Yes.
Okay. Good.
Unlike in most modded Minecraft, where you have to craft everything yourself, it's smart enough to go, yeah, these are going to be complicated as fuck. We're going to do it for you.
Well, it doesn't let me just make the miner, even though I have.
Really?
Actually, yeah. Maybe I wasn't Oh, here we go. There it is. I didn't have enough for the one to make the wires for it.
Yeah. It luckily the crafting is very Factorio. If that
Another
makes
game
sense.
I've not played yet.
What?
Yeah.
Okay, so you want to put that
Okay.
up on one of these on the platform we're on.
So like.
You notice when you when you
Oh,
put
it
up
shows
on the
me
platform-
mineable ore blocks in range, so I probably want to do the most mineable ore blocks in range.
Yeah.
Yes. And also keep in mind there is a panel on there we will need to access.
Okay. I'm going to do a little walk around the circle to try and find, like, the best spot for it.
Okay. I think it's going to be on this side, right about here-ish.
See, that side gets me 65. Yeah, we'll need to extend this right side. This side right here.
Okay.
If I can put it there, I get... Oh, I see. Wait. 54? I think that's the highest I got, is 54, without it going into the area at all.
I think part of it, Anna, is any of that, like, area, like, significantly above the ore?
No, it's all,
Yeah.
well,
It's a little
it's 1 to 2.
It's a little too high. Because, like, if I put it down here, I get 83. If I put it in the inset.
Yeah, but we need to have it on the actual on the building blocks, or else it's not going to get power.
Gotcha. Alright, well,
So, like,
I got it to be 54 right here.
all right, rotate it so the panel's facing you. There you go. Build it.
There we
Now
go.
we need the power.
Power.
I'm going to have you do like all the starting stuff on
Okay.
it, just as a quick tutorial. And I'll just put down building blocks because I'm nice. And I have accidentally made 500 of them.
Jesus Christ,
go.
Anna.
So if you go into your building menu and look for the biomass burner.
Building menu, is that different from the crafting menu?
Same thing.
Okay. But yes, biomass burner. I need more rods.
Hold on. Can I trade with you? Hold on. Come back here. Come back here.
One second, I realized I had some ore to grab as well.
And not trade with you.
No, we gotta wait until we get some
There we go. Now I got the parts.
stuff.
Okay.
Biomass burners being made.
I would plop down, for now, just one, just to show you how it works. Plop one down right here in this corner. Again, with the, I would recommend putting the screen facing this, like, towards me.
Yeah.
Plop it down. Okay, so this requires, what do they actually call them? Biomass, aka pellets.
Yes.
The way you get pellets is you drill trees. Trees.
I assume so.
Which we will be doing a lot of for the first.
Bye-bye,
portion of
tree.
this.
Yes. The start of this game is deforestation simulator.
Yes. If I remember correctly, each biomass burner can hold 100 biomass.
No, I
It's
thought it
either
was a
100
full
or
stack.
200.
It's a full stack
Is it
200.
Okay. So it'll hold 200 biomass.
No, sorry,
Doesn't sound like a
have-
lot.
no, 100 because like I said, it's a full stack, so it's 100.
What I said.
Yeah, I thought it was two.
so
I
yeah.
forgot how it stacked.
Pop
I
that
had
in.
63. It's in.
Okay, I'll top you off because I have a lot. So because
Oh, now it's mining.
because the biomass burner and the drone miner is
Are connected
on
by the plates.
Yes, on the plates, it'll spread power everywhere.
Oh,
makes total
that'll be
sense.
what. That'll be why. Anna, can I borrow one building block?
How dare you need one building
you put it-
block?
There you go.
Yeah, that works. Just like that, so the two grids are connected.
Oh yeah, good call. You can also delete the landing thing and put it up on the platform too. Okay, so that is the basics of this game.
Yep.
From here we can expand. Actually, I'll talk you through the conveyor systems real quick. So if we,
I assume that's so. Like, let me see if I can figure this out.
okay.
so-
It's a little awkward.
I see we have conveyors.
Uh huh.
So I'm assuming if I attach conveyor to this on the right side, I should be able to lead it back to the ship to turn this ore right into metal.
Yes and no. So
Okay.
in order to put anything on a conveyor, you need to have a loader. Let me
That
build-
actually makes sense. I saw that in the crafting menu.
Let me real quick do an example.
Okay.
And this all makes sense once I get my parts together. Okay, so if you have a conveyor, right? We'll just call that conveyor. And you do this, nothing's going to go on there, right? Loader required.
Yep, makes sense.
So if you put a loader in,
now it'll add. There we go. And then you just
right. Now to take it off, you need another loader.
makes sense.
The loaders automatically will default to a thing called automatic. It'll automatically sense if this is unloading or loading, which works okay. But let's say that you let's say you put it down and you want this to be an input instead of an output. Just
Okay.
press the button and it'll automatically switch.
Nice.
So that's the basics on that. You cannot, everything to the lander is by hand.
Okay. So we
So
need a
we-
different place to take this to turn it back into ore.
Correct. We will need
Or turn it into-
schmelters. We need
Yeah.
schmelters.
Schmelters. I see it here. Smelter small.
Ah, two of them popped up. It will automatically sense what you're sending to it in order to smelt it. So
We're gonna keep
this-
saying it like that. Schmelter.
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 Schmelt it. Schmelting
a
in Foundry.
It's like a schmear. So yeah, it'll automatically sense what you're putting it in, or what you're putting in order to smelt it down. So go ahead and hook up both of those to this one line.
Okay.
Don't worry, she will hold. When you do that, also L is flashlight.
Thank you.
Yo, what you doing?
I was just gonna try and uncover a layer on this so we could drop everything down.
Okay.
How do I
Okay.
get a
If
thing
you
back up placed?
F.
Thanks.
Or if it's multiple jobs, Shift F.
Okay, because I see that they don't turn on their own. There we go.
No, they don't.
Rude.
And just remember, you will need space for the loaders.
Loader at the end, yes.
So there's your reference. Just help you out a little bit.
Thank you.
And not that, and I am going to redesign this.
Yeah, no, that's fine.
I
Yes.
just dumped them down for you,
Okay.
the 2
'Cause
smelters.
The if I remember, it is eight smelters per line per miner.
No, I don't remember the exact maths. But
Well, one line can support 8 smelters, and the future proof on the Miners Mark 1 is to do 8 per line per smelter.
okay.
Because once you get to level 2, then enough output's coming out, so you just kind of double up and then split it off later. If that makes
Fucking
sense.
hell.
There you go. I have it inputting to the one that had a thing in front of it.
Cool. Pop down the other one.
I need to make another loader. I don't have enough. Don't have enough metal.
So if you, Anna, if you've got the materials, it may be worth running a line so we have 1 smelter of iron and 1 of aluminium, effectively. That's
I've
what it
made
is.
a loader.
I am right now actually popping down a total of 6 biomass burners.
Okay.
Just because that should be enough power until we get to, bigger power.
Yeah.
Should be being the key word. Knowing our luck, it's going to be just like, a little bit short.
Mm-hmm.
Is this working?
Well,
this looks like it's working.
And
hold
then
on
you've
just a
got to do an output as well of the material.
You don't have to. It'll stack up to 200 in the machines.
Hmm.
But if you really wanted to, you could do an output to then do machinery parts. Which at one point I actually looked up all the math on this and I completely forget all
Yeah,
of it.
my stream factory was I don't know, I don't remember if you saw any of it, Anna,
Saw a little bit.
but my stream factory was absolutely fucking insane trip. I had like a million belts running everywhere. It was
That sounds about right.
no, but it was very unlike me, very fucking neat.
Huh.
See, I would love to create a factory that is very, very neat and organized and everything going where it's supposed to go and no like random spaghetti.
But no matter what you do, there is always spaghetti. It's like,
You're correct. Just wait until we get to the modular buildings.
yeah, been there, done that. It sucks.
Sometimes it's about embracing the spaghetti a little bit.
Yeah, enough to get it to where you
Yeah.
need to go.
I keep getting weird, like, rubber banding bits where the blocks still break, but I teleport back a few steps.
That's odd.
Weird.
Oh, we're next to another biome as well.
Nice.
Water is close by. That should be useful.
Oh,
That's
hi,
good.
Dio.
Huh? Hi.
What you doing down there?
Being a mole man.
I have a feeling everything we build is going to end up 2 layers down.
Yeah, probably.
All of this, just because that way we'll get the most out of most out of the like ore vein, and it'll improve the productivity of it.
I thought you wanted everything on one level though.
Yes, and it brings it closer to the same level of where the other vein is.
Got it. All right, and how much does that leave me for biomass? 154. Oh, we have to put down our friend.
Yes, I nearly made him and then didn't.
Where do
Who's
we
our
want to put him?
Ooh, Trip, wherever there's a button you have to push in a second. If we do it like over here, Anna, somewhere. Oh, do we not get the emergency? Is that the emergency thing?
No, we don't have to do it.
Oh.
Automatically. Yeah.
So,
just want to do it
sorry,
anyway?
yeah, just for Trip, because I will make it.
Well, no, Trip, make it.
Okay, I've
Make
clicked
what?
it already. I'll
Trip.
just put it down for you.
Alright.
Well, no, don't have Trip put it down. It's funnier that way. Here, I will make you a box.
Uh-oh.
Okay. So
Just tell me what you want me to make and I'll make it.
Make an emergency.
No,
there you go.
I've got it,
Put it in
Chip,
the box.
already. Oh wait, box. Where's the box? Where's the box?
It's over there.
There it
right,
is.
Trip.
The emergency beacon is in the box.
All right, pick up the emergency beacon and place it anywhere you would like.
Preferably slightly further away from the base.
No.
Okay.
5x5. It's
On
it
top
says
of the
5x5
base.
blast resistant.
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna go back to
Wherever you-
mining. I'm not getting involved.
I'm recording.
Actually, I wanna watch.
You can put it on the base. You can put it off the base. You can put it on
This-
Dio.
This feels like a trap, and as such... Oh, where am I gonna put it? Where am I gonna put it? Right there.
Okay,
All
but
right.
there's Trip. You have to come push the button.
Oh.
Yep. I believe it's on the that side. Also,
No,
I
don't run
know if
away,
we-
Trip. Stay here. Push the
I
button.
don't
Stay
think
here.
anything's
Cannot
gonna
send
happen.
emergency signal twice. Landing location.
Trip ran away.
Aww.
You tipped off too much that it was gonna explode.
No, I didn't.
Oh yeah, you did. Also, it said blast resistant on it. Which implied it's gonna go boom.
So now we need to clean up the base. And also
Oh, hello! He's got a
This-
little friend inside.
disassemble it. That should give you the hub. If not,
How do
I will
I...
put it in the box.
How do I
Uh,
free our boy?
You just dismantle it.
F.
Free the boy! This object needs to be destroyed. Oh, there we go.
Now, do you have the...
A C3BB hub.
Yes. Go ahead and put that down anywhere on the... Yeah, on the building block.
Sorry for making a hole.
That's fine. I have, believe it or not, a lot of dirt.
Oh no, that's one of the reasons I felt okay doing it, is I saw you were tunneling around. I'll put our friend over here. I don't know what he does.
Yeah, go ahead and talk to him.
He is
Hey
adorable.
buddy, what's up? I can pet him.
Be happy.
Stabilize space station task.
Mm-hmm.
Beep boop.
Beep boop.
I agree. Preventing the space station from falling apart is our highest priority. Let's set up a connection and initiate emergency repairs. I'll guide you through the process.
Now, Trip, if you would like to look up.
Oh,
Indeed, I do wonder about the
Theo, have you
universe.
ever seen this?
But let's focus on
yes.
not getting lost in it, shall we?
I'm currently
how
lost underground.
How far did you actually get with the space station?
Ish. I
Ish?
played all of this before the update 2 came out.
Oh, good. This is gonna be fun.
And
Oh,
I
new
managed
landing
to
location?
replace some of the space station, but that was just to do random shit.
Is this the level that you're going to want everything built on? Or
Yeah.
Is it the level that we're...
So if you put the foundation on that level, I'm just...
Delete everything. We're starting over. I wish I was making that up.
Oh. Wait, are we dropping everything down a block?
2 blocks.
2 blocks.
God damn it.
Hey, don't blame me. Blame Theo.
This, trust me, trust the process, it works.
I trust nothing.
Whenever you tell me trust the process, I become more and more disillusioned with the
Trip,
process.
this time, I know what I'm talking about. I have put far too much time into this game. I
No, I
know
believe you, I'm just fucking with you too.
how annoying it is when everything is on different bloody levels.
I will give Dio a pass on this one. He does know what he's talking about in this instance when it comes to destroying everything.
Hi, Anna.
Hello. To bulk
Oh, yeah, you beat me to it.
I
Yeah.
can't get out. Help.
Just
To bulk delete is you press
Yeah.
F and then
I figured it out, and then you'd already done it.
My bad.
you could have just put the foundations down and then got out that way.
Go visit AAA's Ko-fi page.
It does that every 90 minutes or so. It says that.
Actually, I'm kind of like I've been sitting here watching your alerts, and I'm actually quite impressed with an ad is being played right now.
Thank you. I always have it set to let people know before an ad starts, and then when the ads end.
Would you, Trip? Would you like to be in charge of deleting our friend for a minute? Especially since I'm dropping. Apparently, I'm dropping stuff or not
Yeah.
deleting stuff because my inventory is full.
Yeah, come here, buddy.
We need to make some more boxes, Anna.
Give me a second. I'm about to make a whole lot of. They're not boxes, but like.
Actually,
yeah.
they're called crates.
Excuse me. I believe you're talking about them wrong. How's that? Oh, we have to dig out Theo. I love your enthusiasm for being a mole man. I greatly appreciate all the hard work you're putting in. That being said, do you think it's a wise idea to put everything on the layer the very first dirt layer is and not one up, so we don't have to dig as much?
You can do. It was kind of that, or like I say, it's just because that puts it on the same level as this here.
Right, but it's still a lower layer than the dirt layer. Like, my question is, and again, I'm defaulting to you because you are the master of this, apparently. If we put this one upward, right? So if we put everything at this level, okay? Right here, would we lose that much productivity?
No, I just
And
mole man.
also, just like, all right, we're moving everything up a block. Forget this.
Okay, let me just boop.
Oops, I did that wrong. Oh, I was going to keep those there.
I mean,
They ain't hurting nothing.
it wasn't
Hold up.
so much that.
Hold
Fell in a
up,
hole.
hold
Fell
up,
in a hole.
hold up, hold up.
Half an hour, most of it, placing and replacing these same platforms.
You know, the insane thing is that not like if we don't get this right, the rest of the factory is going to suffer.
Yeah.
No,
So
that does make sense.
Okay, let me put down power again so we can at least start generating stuff.
yeah.
We're just merely blighted by the curse of Mole Man Dio.
I know. We're going out. Well, actually, that will come in handy later on because the infinite nodes are in the mountains, and you have to find the weak point to crack into them, and then you set up a whole like mining operation around that. So it will come in handy eventually.
And my favorite thing is in the game, Trip.
What's that? Explosives?
Explosives.
Yes.
Yep.
So Dio's set, he's happy.
Ignore the fact there is...
What'd you do with that animal?
What?
I just saw Dio grab a sheep out of the... What'd you do with that sheep, man?
Don't look in the box.
I'm not making a joke. I'm not going to make a joke.
I'm gonna make.
joke about
I'm
it
making
being
the
from around
joke.
Wales.
Anna, I am not
I'm
Welsh.
making
It's
jokes.
fine.
Oh, you did it, not me. Thank God.
I'm British. I'm allowed.
It's like the only pass British people get.
You know,
Oh,
there,
man.
like, funny story about all of
Sheep
that.
house.
Like, the reason that became a thing is I think there was some Welshmen stealing a sheep, and so they didn't get arrested for stealing the sheep. They said they were diddling the sheep instead.
That doesn't sound
It-
right.
No.
No, it's like old, ancient, like
No, I know. It's.
English
I feel like I've
English
researched this before.
Welsh history. It's weird.
I'm looking this up. I'm the fact of the day person. I need to know where the stereotype of the
The
Welsh
Welsh being sheep shaggers.
banging sheep comes from.
You're allowed to
Somebody
say it
get-
properly, Trip.
See, I was trying to make this into a bit I could turn into a TikTok, and you can't say that word on there.
What, sheep shagger?
No, you can't say shag. Can't say shag.
Well, that is mildly infuriating.
Somebody get in contact
I mean,
with
you
Connor.
can, but you shouldn't. They're really weird about swearing in certain words.
Somebody get in contact with Connor Dog, PA, and ask him. Okay. Are you
I hope
happy
I
now,
am
Dio?
looking this up now, by the way.
Yeah, I know. That's why you're not moving. Anna, have you got the 2 smelteries there?
I believe I do. Hold on, my inventory is a mess.
Oh, okay. I just need to,
Where's the box? Also,
The-
why do you have a power unit over here? Why is... Alright, you know what? Now, here, I'm just putting everything down. So I have on me... I have... What? Oh, I
it's-
have to have mineable ore blocks in range to drop those.
and I will
There we
say,
go.
Trip, one handy tool, it should be in your inventory. There is a scanner, like an ore
Yeah, the
scanner.
ore scanner.
Yeah, we went over that.
I
Yeah.
may have not been paying attention at that point when that was discussed.
know.
Yeah, I'm used to that. I was trying to find a way to get rid of my reticle so I could take a little thumbnail of you, because there's definitely this episode is definitely going to be called Dio, the Curse of Dio the Mole Man.
I like it. I like it.
Stand still for like half a second so I can just align it just
Hold
right.
Hold on. I have take that one, and then I have another idea for one.
Uh-oh.
Well, oh, of course it did right as it was doing the tick. Stand still. I know that's hard for you.
Hands are away from the keyboard.
Got it.
Okay, Dio, come here for a second. Stand right here. Trip, come here for a second. Right where I'm standing.
And I can hide the reticle in his arm. There we
Yeah.
go.
That makes more sense, doesn't it?
It does.
Okay, we...
Just a little headed hat popping out. I love it.
Okay, do we want to set up our iron or whatever that's called over in this area here?
Why are these like this?
I just need to get some of the technum smelting. and then we will sort it out later.
Okay.
I am going to start setting up an
I'm gonna-
actual thing over here for for ore. My brain.
I'm gonna keep destroying nearby biomass.
That's fair.
Also, I have a bit to talk about if we want something to talk about while we destroy nature at a fundamental level.
Always.
It's about the movie theaters again.
Oh, is it?
Yes. So, have either of you heard the story of me almost getting shot by a cop at the premiere of Scream 6?
No, and I want to hear it immediately.
Okay. It's the prerequisite to the story I was going to tell, so I will tell this story. So, I was out late for the premiere week of Scream 6. This would have been... Scream 6, I believe, came out 2023. Great movie, by the way. It's a shame that the company sucks so much, and Scream 7 looks like it's going to be hot garbage, but I digress. Because it was a midnight showing, that meant I was getting out at around... Well, it was not a midnight show, it was like an 11 o'clock showing, so I was getting out around 1 in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't drive, so I was standing outside the movie theater. Notably, this is a movie theater connected to a mall, around 1 o'clock in the morning. And there were a lot of people outside the theater when I left. Easily 50, 60 people, primarily youths. I assume there was some marijuana stuff going on. I was just standing by the curb waiting for my ride, not paying any mind to the people behind me over by the theater entrance.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Until a cop car pulls up with its sirens on.
Oh, God.
Someone in, presumably, we found out later it was a security guard inside the mall who heard the commotion outside and thought it was, youths being youths and called the cops. He was correct about it being youths, but I digress. The cops pull up, drive up onto the curb, and there I am standing on the other side of the curb in a hoodie with my cane and my eye patch. And I guess this scared the fuck out of the one cop, because he gets up out of his car, looks at me, pulls out his gun, and sprints at me.
What?
Saying nothing, his partner follows him, pulls out his gun, runs at me. They don't, fully raise the gun up. Thankfully, at the exact same time, my mom arrives to pick me up, sees the cops, and drives to interpose between myself and the cops. So I'm able to get into the car without ever talking or getting too close to the cops. She just speeds us away. Well, not speeds us, but drives us rapidly away. And I said, I'm never going back to that movie theater ever again.
Yeah, that's fair.
Lo and behold, I ended up going back again.
I was going to say, here, when are you going back?
This would have been for when my cousin. I told you guys. I told Anna about this. Something my family members like to do is every month or something they'll try and organize something for the group of cousins of us that are around the same age. And they all wanted to see Thunderbolts. So we went to see Thunderbolts. We were originally supposed to see it at a nice place in the area called a Cinema Cafe, which is the best place to see movies in Virginia. Just straight up, it's the best one. It's cheap, the seats are amazing, the food's good, it's great. But my ride was running too late from work and we weren't able to go there, so the only place that was still showing Thunderbolts after he got out of work was this accursed theater.
Mm-hmm.
We get there, and keep in mind, this was the weekend Thunderbolts came out, right? Big ticket movie.
Yeah.
All they had working in the concessions, they have all their concessions off, including their icy machine. They just had the basic drink machine, the popcorn, and the hot cheese for the nachos. Nothing else for the nachos, just the hot cheese.
Just hot cheese.
So I get a popcorn and a drink. Cousin gets nachos and a drink. It was $40 for that. The tickets were, I say, like 16 a piece.
Mm-hmm.
It was an absolute. Thankfully, I wasn't the one paying. It was an absolute hightail robbery of pricing. But then after the movie, after the uncomfortable seats, after the tickets that were too expensive, and after the very not good snackage, we leave. And as we're walking out the door, my cousin goes, "Holy crap, I dropped my wallet in the theater. We need to go back in." You know, that's fine. We literally just walked out the front door. We can walk back in, right?
Right.
The door locked behind us.
Huh.
So we can't get back in to get his wallet. So we spend the next 30 minutes, 30 real minutes, trying to get the attention of any of the people working inside. No luck. We try and get the attention of the security guard at the mall. No luck. We're about to leave. That when we think about, we remember that there's like side doors to the I almost said the museum, to the movie theater. We go lurk around the side doors, hoping to find a worker we could get the attention of to let us back in so we can get his wallet. He had like, you know, his credit card. He had a business, like his business's credit card. He had a lot of cash in there. Like if someone, no, sorry, not his wallet, his phone. His phone. He had his wallet, not his phone.
Yeah.
But his phone doesn't have a password on it. It's not password protected.
Weird, but okay.
So he's freaking out. The wallet will come into play in a minute. And so we go to one of the side doors. At this point, we're desperate. We're banging on the door, trying to make noise, like, "Hey, is anyone in there?" At this point, like, I've already experienced what the cops here are like.
Mm.
I'm like, you know what? I didn't get shot last time. I'll just hope I won't get shot this time.
Not a good
Thankfully-
trade-off.
No, not a great trade-off. But it's like he has a fancy phone. It's worth more money than I make in like 3 months, 4 months, 5 months maybe. We get the attention of a janitor because I see a janitor card outside one of the bathrooms.
Mm.
This janitor does not speak English. Thankfully, I speak enough Spanish. I was able to explain. She went, got the phone, and his wallet, which he didn't realize he didn't have.
Jesus.
Oh my god.
That's where the wallet came into the story. He didn't even realize the wallet was missing because he was so worried about the phone being missing. So he's like overjoyed. He gives her a handful of cash out of his wallet and we leave. And now I'll never go back to that theater for sure. Because the fact that the door locks behind you when you leave, you can't go back in case you left something.
That's fucking shocking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I know the one near the one that I like going to with like reclining seats and all that, they have a policy similar to that where the door will lock behind you, but there's one that's always open and it's like marked. Which is fine, but to have them all lock, yeah, that's kind of an issue.
Yeah, all the outside doors lock. After the people are let in after they let in people for the last movie of the night, they lock all the doors in the theater.
No. Trip, come here for a second.
Hey.
So this is the space station terminal.
Ooh.
What do we want? I recommend our company name to be
Oh.
Trinadio.
Trinadio?
No, Trinaio.
Trinadio.
Yes.
I like
Trip, Anna, Dio.
That works.
Trinadio.
This is new for me as well.
Okay, so come on over. Do you guys have the screen up? Company name, company color, company logo?
No. Contact station.
Okay.
There you go.
Yeah, hit contact space station.
Oh,
Company
there we go.
color purple.
Purple.
Purple's
Which
good.
icon would you like to use?
The one in the middle with the cog. I like that one.
Okay. Trip.
I approve.
All right. So I'm going to complete registration process. Did it
Ooh.
change on your screen?
Yeah.
This is our space station. We don't have galaxy map yet. That's what I really want to show you. But
Oh, we can see the planet. Hello, planet.
yeah, that's us.
Hi.
Actually, is that us? Because there's a few planets around.
Oh, there's a few planets you can see.
Yeah. But if you click station upgrades,
Mm-hmm.
most of these
Whoa.
right now will just take construction material, which we have 1,500 of.
Mm-hmm.
Eventually, these are going to take parts that we manufacture on our planet and send up to the space station
That is very cool.
to get what's called Fermilite. Okay? And you can see we have 10,000 Formulite. Whatever. 10,000 monies.
Money.
That actually becomes a like an ingredient in some of our processes later on down the road. So it's important to actually get a good economy going, because in order to get Fermilite, you have to trade with there's like a central area, and you can also set up trade routes, and that's farther on. That's actually coming up here soon. So I'm going to start this first one, which will take 16 minutes, I think it said. The emergency repairs to the hull. And yeah, we will go from there. You can see the materials ticking down in the upgrade time. And as we add on to the space station or do like different upgrades to it, you'll actually see changes on the space station itself.
Hell
But I
yeah.
recommend every once in a while come back here and take a look at what our space station looks like. And you can also look up and see what it looks like too.
Yeah. Currently, it's in
Oh, yeah.
pieces.
Yes, but that'll be changing.
Yeah,
Until
it's seen better days.
Until then, our number one goal is going to be getting to Science Pack 1 and being able to automatically do that. You know, automatically make science packs. So we'll need
Gotcha.
machinery parts and technom rods for that.
I have a bunch of biomass on my inventory. 600-ish. 500-ish.
See if you can top up any of these over here and then throw it in a box.
There
It's
is.
it's pointless to hold on to, but at the same time you kind of need to right now.
Also, have you noticed they've changed how you do the conveyor belts?
No, I haven't.
So now you can drag around corners. You didn't used to be able to do that.
Oh yeah, you can do one corner.
Yeah.
You can't do
Where is the zoom button? Like,
the zoom?
yeah, if you press control, you zoom. And it's frustrating me.
Does not zoom
I
for
don't
me.
know.
Oh. Maybe maybe
I don't see any other crates around for me to put biomass in.
Make one, pop it over there.
Okay.
Pop it over near the burners.
Oh, I have I have some, sorry. I made them and then forgot that I couldn't automate into those crates.
Okay, I'm going to make 2 assemblers for the machine parts, and we can actually link up the rods, Dio, over in this area.
Okay, send everything that way, yeah? That's the way we
Yeah,
want
and then we can make that like our Science 1
Where
area.
do you want me to resummon the robot?
Oh, where do we want Central Hub to be?
Yes.
Thank you for the input. Where's our original drop pod?
In a box somewhere.
In this box right here.
Okay. Yeah, I honestly don't see it. Oh, never mind. I'm looking at my inventory. Where? What about expanding like this way, and we'll make it kind of over here.
Okay.
Sound cool? Everybody cool?
Yep.
Yep.
I
You want me
only
to mole man this hill?
Well, there's only one person who can mole man properly.
True. Very true.
I've spent far too much time mole manning.
Yeah, if you want to drop out, I'll make some more.
As Adam mentioned, at some point we get explosives.
Those are actually really far down the line, though.
Yeah, annoyingly far down the line.
For you, I'm scared once we get explosives. Does that mean?
Yeah,
you
I'm not
can blow
necessarily
stuff up?
jumping for joy at the prospect of explosives.
Dio, we love you, but your track record with explosives is a little
Oh, I'm
inconsistent.
great with explosives.
If when we do Terraria, I will be limiting your explosive usage.
Oh.
Because like, the explosives in that game, you can literally ruin the world with.
Yes. I'm kidding.
Oh, God's help us. Okay. I am going to put down. So this is how big our job pod is. So I'll put you here. And then if you want to put our little boy like right here-ish.
Okie dokie.
I'm missing.
Oh, this is so much better with multiple people.
Oh crap! It's facing the wrong way.
Ah! He's gonna fall!
Get back in my pocket. There we go. Friend.
And do we have anything to turn in? Yes, we have to get the emergency repairs done. Oh, you put a box in. Okay.
Hmm?
I was confused for a second.
Oh yeah,
There was
no,
something
I
on the
put a
line.
box in just to so that we got a place so you don't have to run to every bloody all the machines all the time.
Gotcha.
Wire.
Why am I out of all the important stuff?
Wire.
Give me.
Oh yeah. One thing I did forget to do, Anna, is lock the amount of bots available in these containers.
Oh, yeah, that's kind of important.
I have done it. There will be at most 2 stacks in the container at a time.
What happens if it's not locked?
It will fill that box all the way up with each slot being 200. So that will be 2, 4, 6, 8, 1,000, 1,600 plates in there.
Anna?
And that's the small box. Yeah, hi.
They don't go into this machine.
Oh, I put the wrong one down. Son of a bitch. Shut up. I mean, they look the same.
Yes, they do.
What's supposed to be happening over here?
We're just waiting for the box to fill up, and then very shortly it will start doing things.
Gotcha.
That didn't
Yeah, it really didn't.
It's gonna start making wire.
Gotcha.
Yeah, so we also need we also need that belt to be fed down to the science as well.
Science!
I forget what the science pack needs.
So we
need
a
Machinery.
balancer, so we need 20
that's
blue science packs.
I can make 1.
Oh, we're on our way. Let me put the science thing down again.
You already have.
But mother
You walk so loudly. The robo legs.
All right, we good now.
Yeah, you picked the right one at last.
We'll just pop you down there for now.
This is an assembler, I guess.
Oh yeah, perfect. Yeah.
Got up?
Yeah. So in the assembler, if you go to configure assembler 1,
Yeah.
you need to pick the
I see.
component that's making. So we're making machinery parts out of this one.
Right, so as long as you give it the inputs, it'll craft the output. That makes sense.
Yes. So unlike the smelters, this you have to actually define what it's going to make.
Makes sense.
And this is why I don't like boxes.
Yeah, I mean, like, boxes are better at the end. And, like, end of the queue. I just put it there temporarily so we could get a handle on some resources to start with.
Yeah, but I don't think putting them up immediately like this is going to be very useful because now we can't automate.
Yes, but
anything until it
now
spills.
you can go like this.
Hold on. No. Put it back. Wait, no, that wouldn't work. Never mind. You're fine. Okay. So that's automating. Let's just run a... Can you put an assembler down, please? Where it's going to be picked up by these two.
I don't have an assembler on me.
Okay.
I don't have enough parts for an assembler on me.
Like, we're going to redo this. But just for now... Oh, wait, we can't do 2 lines yet, can we?
No.
Oh, okay.
There you go. Anna, is that better? Now that the excess is being picked up after the assembler.
Perfect. Okay. We're going to have to hand feed, which I did this wrong. Of course I did. I always do wrong.
I'll turn that off. Oh, that can stay
I'm just
like that.
along for the ride right now.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
No, it's totally fine.
Okay,
I'm picking up all the mechanics at least.
that's not what needs to be sent, Theo. That we need just the rods.
I
for
didn't.
the blue.
I didn't connect to that one, Anna. You did.
Well, why is it running?
It's this side.
Okay. Okay.
Were these boxes meant to be like overflow boxes?
Yeah. I believe. I think.
So that
maybe.
one can keep holding wire for now, because we'll need a lot of wire later.
This one, like. Why is it orange?
'Cause
Oh,
you-
I'm missing.
Just put down what you've got, and then I'll.
There we go. Okay, so we will have to hand feed until we get 40 of these things. We'll have to hand feed the ferrite into it.
No, you don't.
How are we going to get it all unless you run the belt route?
We can change it later, Anna, but for now. Stop picking.
Yep.
It'll be with you in a minute.
Here, I'll put output over here. And if you can just belt those together.
Belt this.
So it's going
That-
from here into there.
What side's the input?
This is output
fell.
right here.
I fell off.
Hold on. I'll give you a step.
Thanks.
But this is output, and then this is input. If you ever want to know just off the fly, if you look on top,
Whoa.
you'll see the arrow progression.
And
this-
a handy way to look at it, if it's orange, it's an output. If it's gray, it's an input.
Oh, I fucked that up.
There we go.
Making
Okay.
these things. There we go. Making them turn's a little annoying, but.
A little bit. What are you? You okay?
Oh.
That way,
fuck.
huh?
I
That
don't
way,
know why, but okay.
this way it feeds both of them because we've got two
Oh,
science
I
centers.
Okay, I didn't see you put down that second one. Okay, I got it. So
That's
that
right.
is-
I don't have a lot of stuff on me for making conveyors. I need to pick up some parts.
that's fine.
There you go, Trip. Have some conveyor belts.
Be glad all this is on one thing, and we don't have to mess with risers and all that yet.
Oh.
What? A what?
I just made this so Trip could pick up some conveyor belts because they didn't have
Oh.
any.
I'm sitting here like, what? What? You'll need to leave that one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Then just run her straight.
Running it straight during Pride Month.
I know. Well, you
That's
know
asking
why,
for a lot.
you know why Dio's along, right?
Yeah.
We need our token straight guy.
Our stroking Tate guy?
It's not going well for you today, is it, Anna?
I need more coffee. Oh my god, okay. No, I just got so heated over Mission Impossible that I'm just...
That's valid. That's valid.
Okay, one thing I would like to do, if it's okay with everybody,
Mm-hmm.
is I would like to actually build, and it's not now, we're not going to prioritize anything over anything else. I would like to build an actual nice looking shelter or a house.
I like that.
Hmm.
And that way we can put our little friend who's roaming around over there in it.
Beep boop.
We can put the space station controller in it. Also, Dio, one assembler is not enough to feed two science things.
Yeah, no, I've got what do you mean one assembler? I didn't put that down. I didn't put that down. Yeah, and yeah, this whole this all needs rebuilding.
Well, what I'm saying is that you have two hooked up, and apparently it is feeding it. What the... My brain is mush.
I hadn't made like 20 of them and chucked them in there.
Okay, so that research is done. Now let's get second lane loaders. So I have conveyor splitters now. Loaders coming up. And then after that, ignium scanning, essentially.
Yes, because then we can not worry about sending Trip into the forest to cut the whole world down.
Yeah, I'd rather not deforest, a planet.
But it's basically now, Trip. Just now that you know the basics, it's basically like you do understand like when we do stuff, how it's being done, right? Okay.
Yeah, no, I got it.
Okay. But now it's just basically, factory basics.
Yeah.
Trying to go from one tier to another.
Indeed.
And once we actually get splitters and second lane loaders, we can actually start mapping this out into an actual factory, not just like whatever it is right now.
A hodgepodge of mess.
Right.
Yeah. We can start. Do you want to now, Theo? Do you want to do a bus system?
Yes.
Oh, okay. So we'll do a bus system, which I'm terrible at. Dio is really good at. So I'm good at making like one tier look really good and then forgetting about the rest.
All right, I am looking at the research tree right now.
There is a lot.
Yeah. So the things in green are the things we've researched already, right?
Correct. The yellow is stuff that is available to research.
Yeah,
and then the red is stuff we're not able to research yet.
What's the blue?
The blue? Oh, the little dots are what science packs they are.
No, I mean like basic infrastructure right now is blue.
Hold on, I gotta show all research. That might be. No. Where is it?
I don't know why basic infrastructure is blue. Oh,
it might just be a bug.
Yeah, because we have researched it.
Gotcha.
Oh, is it? I don't really know.
Oh, I get it. Okay, so the basic infrastructure background is blue, is like just naturally blue for some odd reason.
Got it.
The blue line that's running to show what we have researched to is just lighting it up so it looks like it's just colored differently.
Weird.
Okay, I worked out why we were struggling with plates. It's because we only had one miner hooked up to the 4 smelters. We now have.
Oh.
Yeah, we'll need a second.
We had a second. It just wasn't wired in.
Fair enough. Also, we have finished our first upgrade on our space station. If you would like to take a look now.
It still looks like a mess. But yay, progress.
It looks less of a mess than what it was.
Yes.
So we're doing basic hangar repairs, which is going to allow us to actually get a ship to come and do a landing bay to come land and send stuff up to it.
Neat.
I know. We're getting to the part that like I completely blew my mind and made me just stop playing the factory side.
The robot has a question mark.
Oh, we completed something.
Probably because you did the first repair.
Danger averted. With the station secured, we can shift our focus back to the factory. Good job.
Got a good job. Next is automated power.
Which is the thing that Anna mentioned a second ago.
Ignium.
You're right. Collecting biomass by hand isn't future-proof.
Depends
We
on the
should
planet.
use ignium ore and the burner generator so that we can automate our energy production.
Alrighty. So find ignium ore.
Oh, Trip
Mm.
as well.
Yes.
Just quickly on the crafting menu.
Yep.
If you do right click, it makes it in batches of 5.
Good to know.
If you shift click, it does everything that you can at that time.
Okay. I'll be
Theo,
careful at the shift click.
Can you come to the science area real quick?
Mm-hmm. I forgot to turn the thingies around, didn't I?
You did. I'm sitting here like, what is wrong with this?
Why
picture?
is nothing happening? Oh, yeah.
We should be halfway through research by now.
Oops.
Should I go looking for the ore?
We've not
We
researched
do not
it yet.
Have that? Yeah, we don't have
Ah.
that yet. So, not yet. But what we do need to start working on is kind of cleaning up the place a little bit. Like, for example, actually making this a factory and not just a convoluted mess. Like the way
There's
I figure.
a lot of backup here.
Well, where? Oh yeah.
I
Because originally I put in like almost an entire stack of those rods. So yeah, it's not going to go very fast.
Oh yeah,
But
see, it's getting 15 versus 132.
Yeah. But I figure if we take everything from the burners here, right? The burners can stay. I think that's good.
Hmm.
I also think the burners on the rods are good.
Yeah, I just need to add a
Everything
couple more.
If we take everything else and make it into an actual factory, that would probably be a good thing.
What do you
Yeah.
mean by actual factory?
So right now we've got like, we need room to take plates off and make a bus out of it. So run the line down farther.
Yeah.
So we have to move these assemblers, and then the science. Eventually, we're going to have something like 4 or 5 packs. 5 packs. So we need to make like an actual factory or a science area.
I have
So we
a
can.
incredible design for it, by the way.
Okay.
So we want them more properly, like, segmented.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so and what I don't know how much you have played with bus systems, Trip. Basically,
0.
effectively, what you do is you get. I always find 4 lines is the best. Correct me if I'm wrong, Anna. So these 4 lines. Eventually, once we've got everything up and running, these 4 lines will be iron plates, because we will need to use them for a lot of things later on. Then we will
And
have
as-
4 lines of rods, or we don't need as many rods, so maybe two lines of rods. And then as we unlock more shit, we just add more lines further and further down.
The idea is we create the product and then put it on like a master line, right? And as we need the products, we just split it off into a little mini factory of its own. So for
That makes sense.
example,
Modulation.
Yeah, we'll run plates, split off from the plate line, go off and make machine parts, and then loop that back into the bus, and then send it down for more, for another area. And the only thing that runs backwards would be the science packs. So we always have a ready available line of goods to manufacture from, while we're looping all the science packs back to the original.
Makes sense.
And depending on how you want to do it, I always like to have. What I did was I mulmanned a hell of a lot. But I made a load of tunnels underground that had somewhere in our starting location a box of each of the main things. So, for example, it will soon be automating the floor. So I had a box at the start where I could grab a load of the floor.
Just in case you need it.
Yeah, because you're always going to need more foundations.
Now, there is one caveat to all this that you really haven't thought of, and it's fine because it's new. Hold on. What do I need for it though?
Do we want solar panels or the sales platform, Anna?
1 second. Let me look at that because I'm trying to remember what I did last time. Because also with this, if you click on, if y'all want to gather around my PC, please. So if you go to station upgrades and then to the sales platform, click on build sales platform, you'll see power requirements. So it's 10 megawatts. We currently have 0 kilowatts available.
So if we do the panels,
yes, we need to do the solar panels.
So it has the power to actually even do that.
Yes.
Yeah, makes sense.
So the power is the limiting factor up here, but if you go to like some of the end stuff, power is a bad thing to look at. If we look at, let's look at communication center and go to expand office space, you start realizing like how much this is actually in, because it gets nuts. But what we should be able to do now, if I can find it.
This is an orbital laser?
Yes, there's an orbital. Oh yeah, Dio. You get the ultimate explosive at some point, which
which
you have to be. No, I want you to look me in the face. Look me in the face. Come here.
1
Look me
second.
in the eyes. In the eyes. Look me in the eye, because we only have one.
Hey, welcome to the club.
You have to be extremely careful with. Do not look away, because the orbital laser destroys everything. Factory, floor, components, everything. But it will also dig straight to the center of the Earth.
Yay!
So you need to be careful.
Mm-hmm.
Why are you? Oh, do we need that for a recipe later on?
Well, no, I was just going to make a second line of smelters.
I mean, you could. Well, yeah, I guess we can set up like that for now, because once we get level 2 smelters, then we'll be able to pull from, or level 2 miners, we'll be able to pull from the same line.
Yeah.
It'll be enough at that point.
But the like level 2 miners aren't that close.
Where are they? I'm starting some research. I find it so much easier to look at the research list than the actual tree.
Yeah, very like factorial. Yeah.
The tree.
Yeah. I mean, there's no really any good way to do it, but it's good information to have. Assemblers 2 is next tier. Oh, where is it? We get light bots eventually. We get a snack bot apparently.
Huh.
Construction industry, chemical processing. Lights 3, which look really cool. Mining drone. That's probably it.
I see the research you were talking about for ore scanner ignium.
Yeah. Oh no, that allows us to store the mining drones on the space station. Okay. Cool. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff. Eventually you get into where is it? Jetpacks. Of course you do.
Jetpacks are cool. Explosives are cool.
You get monuments.
Yeah.
You actually, at one point, you have to start an assembly line for robots.
Yeah, there's so much.
That's
like
quite
so
meta.
much to
Robots making robots.
Okay, I have to take a quick 5 out because my dad needs me to do stuff for him for a minute.
Yeah, that's fair.
Talk amongst yourselves. I will be right back.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm just sorting some inventory stuff. So, have you started? One thing I don't know if you've spotted, there are 3. I forgot what I'm trying to say.
There are 3.
Hot bars you can use.
Yes, I did see that.
What I find easiest, so if on like hotbar 1, you have belts So normal belts, lifters, splitters, and then all of the different like loaders. Because
I'll be honest, so far y'all haven't even needed me yet.
But that we want to need you, Trip.
I know.
We put this here and this here. So this is a splitter. So what you do is you pull
Yeah.
a belt
put,
off and then feed into one side of it.
Yeah, and then it'll split it out two sides.
And then
I remember that from playing. What was that factory game I played with the Shapio?
And this is a belt. Sorry, this is the start of our bus.
That's what I see now, which you were calling these. Yeah. I understand.
I need to empty my inventory because it's...
So now in the future, whenever you need something that requires plates, you then make a branch off the belt.
Yes. Sort that. There we go. That's better. So what we'll do is I will pull...
I don't even want to think about the amount of smog. Look at all the look at all the smog coming off.
Yeah, it happens. So if we what we will do is take this. How many's there? Okay.
A couple of these are full up on.
Yeah, because they're not got anywhere to go.
So I'm assuming you're planning to make a second set of bus things.
Yeah. So I was just working out how and where. So if we pull this to say...
Where are y'all grabbing your resources from for crafting? I don't want to take it from the wrong spot.
So at the minute, if you just grab from the like direct from the smelters.
Okay. Because I have like nothing resource wise.
Go grab yourself some resources.
That one? No. This one? Yeah, that one.
Oh, is that the proper way to... Yeah, I guess it would. No. It was confusing me.
What?
So, wouldn't you start off with just a single and then go into the four?
I'm making a second line of belts, of rods. Sorry.
Right, but what I'm saying is that you would put a splitter right here, and that would split it off into the four lines.
No, I'm making a second set of smelters, so I'm gonna have a second line of rods coming in.
And then we have four lines of that. Okay, it makes sense. Got it.
Do we want to have this in a different place so that way these aren't running directly into this?
That's being deleted.
Yeah, that will be deleted in a minute.
Okay.
And our terminal may be okay where it is. It may have to move.
Well, eventually I'm going to build a building somewhere.
Yeah.
But it'll probably be behind, and that's where I will live.
You'll live there. We'll do all the work. Got it.
No, actually, the second part of this is kind of like hardcore. Because it's a lot of like, I don't know if this makes sense, but it's like financial management.
Yeah. Do you want me to set these up with Ordio for you?
So what I was gonna do is this line here. Whoops. So if you come over here, Trip, just replace my thingy.
Real quick, if you look up, you can actually see our solar panels.
If there's not a cloud in the way.
Yeah, there's a cloud in the way.
Oh, there's not a cloud in my way. Okay.
So have you got some belts on you, Trip?
I've got the stuff to make belts, yeah.
Oh, Anna's doing it for you.
Oh.
A little awkward, but it works.
Oh, and with...
And then,
so if you pick this up, Trip...
Oh, Trip, this is your first time doing up and down belts, isn't it?
yeah.
So if
First
you...
session playing this game.
with that, if you put it on your hotbar and look at it, you can see how it says it's like an uppy belt.
Yeah.
If you hold right click and move your mouse to the...
Oh, you can change it between
That's
up and
how
down
you uppy and downy.
slope. Cool.
That's a technical term, Anna. Shut up.
I gotta go kill more trees.
There should be more biomass in the... Oh, no, actually, no. I put it all into the... We ran out of fuel, so I put it in there.
We're down to 23 on most
You
of
know,
them.
I'll go collect, because I'm not as useful on the factory side. I'll collect bio.
No, but you need to learn. So this is learning times, so that when we're down the road, you know what to do. Fair?
Yeah, I'm here. Just hooking these all up to... Oh, they're already all hooked up.
And then finish hooking. So now there's... All of these are hooked in.
Yeah.
Feeding this. And then these are hooked in. Have you got... If you make 8 loaders trip...
Okay. Normal or second lane?
Just the first lane. It's fine.
They are being made as we speak.
And then if you come around this side...
Oh, and put them on here.
Yeah, so when you've got them like that, and then you'll have to... The one per machine...
Yep. And then change the setting to
and then
output?
boop the button to change it to output, yeah. And yes, that's a technical term. My inventory is full of shit.
If you come back and say, "Oh, I have like 700 biomass," I might feel a little upset.
Oh no, I have no biomass on me.
Okay.
I have 180.
Oh, okay. Just dump it in the box when you get a second.
Okay.
I have 532 right now. It does take 600 to fill up the entire system.
Yep.
It should take 800 because there's 8 burners.
Did you put 2 more down?
I moved the one that I had over there and made another one to make the pattern even.
Okay, it takes 800.
Makes sense.
Cool. Yeah.
Ooh.
Oh yeah,
Sales
we have a new
platform
thing
is
now.
built.
Okay, hold up. I have to show this. So,
Great, you can now
nobody
see the
touched-
solar panel. The cloud has moved.
Hey, I can see it now.
okay, so everybody contact this. Oh, it's still not there. Son of- okay, what's next? Another solar panel? No. I guess we do another solar panel? Never mind. I was hoping the galaxy map was up because the galaxy map is really cool looking.
Oh my gosh. Finances, accounting, sales charts,
Yes.
competitors.
Uh-huh.
Jesus.
And you can't even see them all yet. Okay. I do know. Where is the... Is it... Antenna, I think. Station guard. Okay, we need to research the antenna. Where might you be, my friend? I do wish. Station antenna. What do I need for that?
Trip, have you got Anna?
Uh-huh.
The next thing, we need to desperately research the power or throw a lot more biomass burners down.
But we have to get up to Science Pack 2.
We are maxed out on power at the minute.
Are we? All right. I need 10. Hold on. Let me add these up. 30 packs, blue packs, I think.
Have you got enough stuff to make the blue packs trip?
I doubt it.
There's some stuff in the boxes.
Oh, here we go.
There's some stuff in the boxes here, Trip.
Science Pack 1?
Yes.
Yeah, we need 30
Yeah.
total.
I've got enough to make 30.
Okay. Here's the problem. We need them balanced in this mess. In the mess
Lovely.
of, yeah. Or else it's going to take 15 times 30 time.
So if you what's the button again? Shift right click, you can split items down in your inventory
Yeah.
trip.
Hey,
I'm
Dio,
just
want to know
waiting
why
for them
it's
to be made right now.
Want to know why it's strained?
Because I overkilled with the burners, the smelters.
Over half of our burners weren't running. So therefore, they were all turned off.
Is there a
Now
way
they
for
have power.
us to make it so we put biomass in the chest and then it
No,
distributes
biomass.
it out to the burners?
Biomass is not automatable.
Ooh, okay.
Which is why we really do need to get moving on the burners. Because
Ignium.
once that's
Yeah.
done, we're set for a while. Then it's just balancing out the miners and the auto burn or the coal burners, basically.
All right, I'm up to 6 science packs made. What will I have to do with them once they're? Oh, you can't equip science packs. Okay.
No.
No, so what you do is you run over to one of the science machines.
Yep.
We'll just take
press input.
Yeah, we'll just take the time hit. Because it's either that or you go to manage inventory, split a stack, and then try and do the math on, times 8, divided by 8 on what you have, and then you know what I mean?
See, we've got
Anna, how many
10 machines.
Hold on.
We've got 10 science machines. You told me we need to input 30 packs. I just need to put 3 into each, right?
Yeah. Or
All right, I'll wait for 30 to be made. I'll put 3 into each.
Anna, can you make a loop of around the outside of all of these?
How are you planning on doing this? Now I'm slightly concerned. Through here? So how do they join up?
So for now, Trip, if you just dump it in this first box.
The first one will
This
pick up.
box. The problem is,
Yeah.
well,
No, the first
there-
they only pick up 3 each.
oh, okay.
So the first one will pick 3 up.
Until of course they run through one of them and then they'll pick up.
Yes, but for now, it will because it takes how long per one? 15 seconds. So, like these.
Wouldn't it have just been a whole lot easier for me to just wait for them all to be made and put them in?
Possibly, but it's fine.
Probably, yeah. It's really no big deal. It's just basically a time penalty. It's not a not severe penalty. I know we're short on something.
What in here?
No, with the space station, because I thought.
Well, there's the only available upgrade is the
Ignium
solar
ore
panels.
scanning.
Right,
That'll
but
come
there's
in handy.
there's a couple of
Ignium
things we're
is an
missing.
ore that is highly flammable and can be used for automated power
From burner
generation.
generators.
Research
So,
the burner generator to
we
utilize
have
it.
a space. We
Ignium
have the
is
capability of
buried
buying a
beneath the ground.
spaceship. I haven't
Use
yet,
the scanner and your drill to find it.
but I can't find. I thought that automatically unlocked a landing pad, but I can't find it.
No, I thought
So
the
which-
landing pad was like.
Maybe docking facilities.
Yeah.
We have to restore. Hangar
Well,
Bay A. Which requires hull general repairs. Requires we repair the antenna.
Shipping
Okay.
pad medium, is that what we're looking for?
Small, I think. I'm 90% sure it's
yeah, so
small.
after this one, it's the next research after this, Anna.
Got it.
In the
Okay.
same tree.
Got it. Cool. Look at it go. Oh,
Also,
Oh, this
Trip,
does not work. This does not work, Dio.
why?
it doesn't.
Is it just feeding the first
It's-
one?
It's
First
just
couple.
feeding the first one.
Okay, so eventually, once we have a solid run of them, it will feed all of them.
Is this the final placement?
Possibly.
God forbid I solve a single task. Fuck's sake, Dio.
What?
Because I done the math, I made the things, so I would just have to go in the circle, put them all made, and we would immediately have the upgrade done. We had to automate it before we had it done manually, and now it's all broken.
Hey, hey, Trip, can I talk to you over here in the corner, just for a second?
Yeah.
Over here by the miner. Welcome to Factory Games with Dio.
I'm gonna shoot myself. Actually, I don't know if you can say that on Twitch. In Minecraft.
In Minecraft. We're definitely in Minecraft. Wait, hold on. I can fix
I
this. Ready?
was in Minecraft earlier.
I can fix this. Ready? There, fix it all. Dio, we love you.
Yeah.
Love you, Dio.
He knows I love him, but he also knows that, like... God damn it, man.
Mind you, keep in mind, I have played with this man. I have played Factorio. I have played Satisfactory. I have played, a little bit of this. I have played,
I mean,
Terraria.
Yeah. I think we almost completed the entirety of fucking Core Keepers together, and that... I'm so proud of us for that. We almost made it all the way through.
Yeah.
He got bored right at the end.
I don't think it was. There was something else because we were playing with Falcon as well, weren't we?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We had like 2 bosses.
I am out of upgrades for the station, so I'm thinking we need the second science pack. Because in order to get the general repairs done, we need the antenna done. In order to get the antenna, repair the antenna, we need research requirement station antenna, and we have everything else. So yeah, we're waiting on Science Pack 2, which we just got burner generator for. I'm just going to blitz to Science Pack 2.
Yep.
And I will volunteer, since you know more about the bus system and Trip is learning. I'll volunteer, and I want to have a cigarette. I'll volunteer to make all the packs.
Okay.
Let me just grab a crap ton of stuff.
So
Why?
Trip, huh?
Yeah.
Okay.
What were you gonna say,
What's
Anna?
up?
1, 2, 3, 4 of these plate schmelters are turned the wrong way.
Honestly, I don't know. I'm not looking at it for now.
We're going to have a clog, and then we're going to come up here and be like, well, I don't see anything wrong, and just miss it. How many do I need? I need 20, 50 total. I can make 120. We're good.
Nice.
I will see you guys
In a while.
in 3 minutes. 30 seconds to craft and making 50.
Oh,
We
you're
have
cutting a
180.
huge perimeter. Okay.
Yeah, just so we can make sure we can like have space for the miners and it's not too cramped down here.
While I do that, give my viewers something to watch.
What? The mole men?
Yeah, you guys, like, right now, you're just far enough where I can barely see the brackets.
One thing that I'm setting up for on my stream for like when I gotta go AFK is like my TikToks, like my shorts. It'll just play some of those.
Have
It's
you
been a
ever
pain.
seen? Have you ever seen what I have up? I be right back screen. It is so jank.
No, I haven't.
Do you have my stream up?
I don't at the moment. I can only have one up at a time.
All right, all good. It's basically I just zoomed in on the background of my starting soon, and then just put up a flashing BRB sign.
I don't even have that. I just right now I just have an overlay that says "Trip is AFK. They'll be right back." over top of what I was doing.
Fair.
It's
I
just a
think
little transparent text box that appears.
Hold on. Oh, I'm sorry. It's a zoomed in background of my starting soon sign, and then there's a flashing heck sign, like it's an open sign, and then it says it's break time. Get a drink.
Nice. The reason I don't have a proper other one is I feel like it's been long enough. They haven't finished the commission. I can talk about it. I was commissioned a friend to make one, and they never made it.
Sons
Yeah,
of bitches.
Turtle is actually, if you ever seen my starting soon screen, Turtle
Yes,
made that.
I know Turtle does great work.
Yeah, and they just got busy because we were going to completely redo all of my starting soon be right back in end screen, and they got busy, and I'm fine with that. Like,
Yeah.
with the incredible work they did with, with the starting soon screen. And I'll just pop that up really quick. That is, ignore the penguins walking around, but everything else is them, and it's amazing. So I'm like, yeah, take your time.
I've actually been meaning to ask about your little things that walk around the bottom. Can you customize what those are?
To an extent.
Okay.
So it is a program called Stream Avatar.
Yes,
Streaming
I
Avatar.
saw it on Steam.
And they have different packs that you can use, but you can input your own artwork, but there's a lot of different assets that you need to actually plug in. So like with mine, you have to do a walk cycle, you have to do a jump cycle, you have to do sleeping cycle, things like that. So there's a lot of different things, but I was lucky enough that there was a pack for Penguin.
I'm gonna walk away from the drills for a second so I can hear myself think.
It is very loud.
It's very loud. One of the things I've been working on is this. I kind of want to, when I'm streaming, have you seen like my mushroom background, right? Where it's got like the mushroom and the moss around the edges that like serve as my border.
Hmm.
Pull it up really quick if you can. I got your stream up.
Yeah. So I go to this. I've got the mushrooms around the bottom. They make a nice, cute little banner.
I don't know how delayed I am, honestly.
I can physically show you on stream what I'm planning to do. I'm planning to just basically have the game part of the stream be smaller. Have it be right over here to give me space to put closed captions at the bottom and neat little assets over here on the side above my head. So that way
Above your head, you could also put chat.
I don't put chat on my streams.
Really?
Yes. Because I have so much cross-posting to YouTube.
Yeah, that's a good point.
It's also I have some wonderful chat members, but they are so fucking incredibly out of pocket.
Well, yeah, it's Twitch chat.
Yeah, but mine's worse than normal. Worse than most chats. They're not a badly behaved chat. Let me just make sure I reiterate that. However, some of the things that have been said in my Twitch chat are so heinous that I specifically don't like. Those things haven't gone to YouTube because we've talked about a chat that it's been too heinous. Like the whole, you either live too long to be, you either live, like that classic, like, you either,
Live long
die a
enough to be
hero, you either die a hero or live long enough to, yeah.
Yeah.
But someone in chat, they know who they are, I'm not going to name drop them here, said, you either die a Sinvicta or live long enough to see yourself, you either die a Northern Lion or live long enough to see yourself become a Sinvicta.
Oh my god. I haven't heard those names ever.
And it just, shit like that would just derail the hell out of the comment section on all the uploads. Because I just get shit posting like that in my chat constantly, and it's great most of the time.
It's great for Twitch. It's not so good for YouTube.
It's fantastic for Twitch. It does not work so great for YouTube. Also, people always complain. It's just, as someone who cross posts on both, YouTube comments are so much worse.
Well,
I would just rather not piss them off.
if it's a different culture over there, because
It
like
is.
there's consequences when you if you want to cut this out of
Nah, I don't care.
your VOD is fine, but this is the honest truth, and I'm not knocking either group because I cross post every once in 2 years. But the difference is on Twitch there's consequences.
Yeah.
Where if you say something, you have the potential of being blocked from that stream and not being able to participate. Over on YouTube, there's
no equivalent.
if you are blocked from from somebody's YouTube comments, you can still watch the videos.
Yeah.
So there's
Or
no
even
real
if you
consequences.
also, they can just sign out and watch.
Yeah.
Or do you know how easy it is to make a YouTube account these days?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
Far too fucking
I used to
easy.
get bot commented to shit because I showed up in some other content creators thing using they them pronouns, and they decided they didn't like that, so they bot commented me for like 2 weeks with different accounts.
Yeah.
I get that shit on the regular, and I don't like it.
Well, it's one of the reasons I kind of I'll go ahead and take care of clearing this. It's one of the reasons I kind of stopped doing YouTube stuff.
See, but unfortunately, my YouTube's actually doing better.
We did it.
I get videos that go into triple views again. I've had a couple quadruple view videos recently. My shorts have been performing well. And I don't know, I'm really proud of a lot of the short form content I've made on YouTube.
By expanding our communication
Yeah, like
capabilities,
what's weird
we can
on
get in touch
YouTube
with
is
other galactic entities.
the last video I
Let's
put up, the
upgrade
actual video
station
I
to
put
do
up,
so.
was a reaction to a Mr. Beast video right before all the stuff came down about that. And it got triple views, but I'm like, that's not like, I like doing reaction content, but I'd much rather react on Twitch than have to shift through all the YouTube comments that potentially come out of it, because it's more fun to do reactions like that,
Live. Yeah. The content of mine that does well on YouTube is my D&D content, just content talking about D&D. Does terrible on Twitch, does phenomenal on YouTube. And Binding of Isaac does great on both.
Yeah.
Oh, and Minecraft. Minecraft shorts perform ridiculously well.
It was actually, I don't know if you follow Penguin Z at all.
I don't.
Apparently there was a big name, you know how there's always drama in the Minecraft space.
Oh yeah.
Apparently there was a big Minecraft YouTuber that ended up getting arrested.
Oh, but yeah, Popular MMOs got arrested again.
Yeah, for falling asleep in like 40-degree weather on the sidewalk.
Yeah, he was drunk on the sidewalk. Dude's had it fucking rough.
Yeah.
His life story is fucking tragic as hell.
Power area?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. We should be good to take off the burners then, shouldn't we?
Yep. And again,
I like how Dia's just doing all the work and we're just in here chatting.
like,
I'm just drilling.
this may be a little bit overkill.
It's never overkill.
Oh, I thought I made a note.
Okay, time to destroy all of the biomass.
Time to destroy the world.
Well, Trip, what, oh, you've taken them all off. How much did each biomass burner produce? Hours, apart from fuck all?
It's a tiny amount. It's not even mentioning. Actually, if you go into your crafting menu, it should tell you.
Oh yeah,
It 600 kilowatts each at a 70% efficiency.
We now have 8 burner generators that are making 1.8 megawatts of power, Trip.
Hell yeah. I cleared basically all the dirt around the ore.
Yeah, we just need to take out one more layer.
Cool.
See, now your system is working fine. Now that I put in 50 of these things. Your science area. And now,
Science!
and now it's all going to like completely melt everything. This is just going so fast. All right, I figure we blitz to science 2, and then we'll go back and clean up all the blue science stuff before making progress on red.
I was gonna say we've not even like
We still have a character improvement, containers, decor 1, doors, ladders, lights, stairs, signs, and railings we haven't done yet.
No, what I was gonna say was we haven't even like set up any or like barely any automation yet.
We haven't set up anything. Oh, crap! I think it's a little short. Wow, that was quick.
That was very fast.
Well, it required 5.
Yeah.
I might be short on science packs. 3, 2. Dang it.
Yeah, because that's all visual shit. Don't need that. What have we got over here?
Well,
Inventory.
the
drill
visual
upgrades.
stuff is what I'm going to need to build my house.
Yeah, but oh, can we do drill mining speed in a sec?
After we get through science pack 2, yeah. What, are you tired of being a mole man already?
You know, mole it's. I like mole mining.
No, the correct thing is, I like mole mining. It's so much fun. I cannot believe I get to dig in dirt all day. It's so much fun.
Are
this is
y'all
really going-
familiar with like the actual mole man conspiracy theories from the early 1900s?
No.
Vaguely?
It's a weird fucking rabbit hole. You know, people like there's people out there who believe that like I'm gonna say aliens, but I feel like I don't know if aliens is quite a good enough approximation. You know, like the lizard people conspiracy theory,
Yeah.
where they think like politicians, like the ruling elite of the world, are actually secretly like shape-shifting reptilians.
Dio, just real quick, I will give you your mining speed after I get station antenna, because the mining speed is 50 packs, and then station antenna is 10 of each. So,
Okay, yeah, that's fair.
we'll just do 10 of those. Because by the time that we get the blue set up, we should be good. Anyway, go ahead.
Basically, the mole man conspiracy theories are similar to that, but they were like really widespread believed, like the amount of people who believe in aliens. Like, to the point where there's people who think that the government met with the mole people. And, like, it's a huge rabbit hole that is very, very strange. But just kind of fell off the face of the earth after the space race. Or, I guess, during the space race. Because then all of a sudden, people weren't thinking about what's underneath us, they were thinking about what's above us. And I always find that shift, that super sudden shift, super interesting.
Yeah, there's always been conspiracies. But it's just interesting how they not spread or propagate. It's more interesting how they...
Manifest?
Yeah, I guess that would be the correct word. So it's the plan, Dio. It's the plan that we're going to do boxes around the edge of the science area to put the packs into, and then they go on rotating belts around.
No, this belt is in the wrong place for now, but
Okay.
it'll do for now. But eventually we automatically feed into from wherever the thing is.
Okay. You think I get it? Oh, I hate handcrafting science packs. Yes.
Well, that in a minute, I'm quickly making something else that's very important.
What's that?
I am automating floor.
Okay. Oh, Trip, if you will come here for a second.
Yes.
If you see on top here, there are 2 levers.
Yeah, toggles.
Yeah, so you can... So let's say you want the priority for things to be on the outside lane. You would just hit toggle out output priority, and then same
You
with...
toggle it
input.
towards the side that you need more of
Yeah. I don't know if anybody showed that to you.
No, I figured it out. While I've been relatively quiet, like while you guys have been doing the things, I've been kind of walking around looking at the individual pieces, learning their UI and shit.
That's fair.
So that way when I actually get a task I can do, I'll know probably how to do it myself.
Well, we can.
I can start becoming productive.
Yeah. What do we need? Except for everything.
So Trip, if you look at the recipe for machine parts, is that what they're called? Machinery parts.
Yes, it requires xenoferrite plates.
Yeah, so if you... Let me work out some spacing. 1, 2... Assemblers are 3x3, aren't they?
Assemblers are indeed 3x3.
So 1, 2... 1, 1, 2, 3... 1... 1... But if you, from about their Trip...
Mm-hmm.
Make a platform roughly the same size I did.
I just realized I don't have platform building on my hotbar. 1 second. Where's the platforms?
Is that...
Dude, where are the platforms in the crafting?
Top left on the first page.
Structures, top left.
Oh, it's called building block. I see.
Yeah.
I
I
don't
don't
have
know
any
why,
plate.
but you don't really use them to build anything else except the floor.
All right,
So
let me
if
grab
you
some...
and then if you make 8 assemblers, Trip.
Okay, 1 second. I need to go grab parts. Yoink. And... yoink. Alright, so build a bigger platform and 8 assemblers.
So the same size I did, which is 25 by something, I don't know.
25 by a lot.
I think it's 25, I may be wrong.
Just there?
No, so that little gap that I left.
Yeah.
So like
3 wide platform. It was 3 wide.
Yeah, so leave the... Let me... This is 12 by 27. Starting from
How the...
that block
12
there.
by 27?
Yes,
This is not 12 blocks wide.
that is 12 by 27.
It's...
From where to where?
yeah, where are you getting that width from?
So, without right-clicking, if you Shift F on this bottom corner here, Trip,
It is 12.
Yeah.
and then...
Oh, I see.
So, make a
2 over here.
bridge furnace,
I
as
see.
it were.
Just tell me what you need me to do and I'll try and figure it out.
Basically, copy what I'm making here.
And how far away from it you want it?
So, start in this corner here, where
Okay.
there's one that I took out, and then go out. You may have to... Don't forget you can click and drag.
Yeah.
Hey,
Well, I also have to clear all this so I can actually get over here.
turn around for
Holy
a second.
shit biscuits.
Whoa!
Welcome to the landing pad.
So, Anna, there's a nice area over there somewhere.
Well, the thing is we have to automate stuff going into it. So my thought is, because I think the first thing we automate is, yeah, the transport bots.
Mm.
So once we get to the transport bots, we will put a landing pad or 2 over in that area, and just wherever we're shipping or wherever we're making the parts, we'll just ship from there.
Yeah, that's fair.
What am I missing? I'm missing something. What happened here?
So I need...
Oh, that's what I was missing. And of course, I put in one that was empty. Of course, I did that. Why would? Which has one left? There we go. Boom. Ah!
What?
Run away! I'm scared of work. Also, one of the things that is coming up is for lights.
Which will be very nice.
Yeah.
Oh, Trip.
Yeah.
If you, I know you've just done that bit. If you set yours out to, push it back like 3-4 blocks, because I almost forgot to create another bus line.
How dare you?
Smiley
Can
face.
you imagine how much the OCD people would have absolutely gone nuts on you if you would have forgotten that?
So if we, for example, say, so that's there, 1, 2, 3. This line here, Trip. And then go another like 4 blocks. So start here. You're
I
Build
get
it,
it.
Dio.
Huh?
I don't see the vision. Just do it. I don't see the
So
vision.
your
man.
27 starts in this corner here and goes out.
And the reason being is because we have to add another line because we're building
Yeah.
the floor pieces here. So we'll need to kick out that portion of the factory a little bit to make room.
I truthfully don't get it. I'll go back to the fixing up the new ore thing, getting that all cleaned up.
Okay.
There you go, Trip. I've done it.
Where is that new ore area? There.
Yeah, it gets a little convoluted in these factories after a minute.
Yeah, we got there very, very quickly.
Okay, Dio, you wanted mining speed.
Yes, please.
God, I need autumn.
Yeah, I'll piss.
We're getting there. We're getting there. Yeah, you got the bus. I'm still gonna be handcrafting these.
Hmm?
No, I'm just handcrafting. Everyone's favorite thing to do. But good news is I'm
Actually,
cycling product.
not sure we're moving out this ore fast enough.
That ore is honestly, for now, it will get used a lot more later. If you have a look, Trip, everything is backed up.
No, these are. It's backed up on that end, but it's not backed up on this end with the burners.
They only hold 3, I think.
Oh, they only hold 3?
Yeah.
Yeah, so if you look down at the thingies, the pickers,
Mm-hmm.
you'll see they're not picking anything up.
Yeah.
So the machine is full. So they only
Okay, so
hold
we're actually
3.
producing 2 efficiently.
Yes.
Yes, very much
Got
so.
it.
But when our power requirements, if you come over to one of these machines, we'll just go over to this one. Hit grid status. You'll see.
Oh, I see.
what
We're
our
only
grid-
producing about 1.8 megawatts of power with all this.
Yeah, but if you look at all the like that,
The
portion that's
requirements
really
are really
low.
high.
If you so our requirement is 2.0 megawatts right now. The potential that we can actually produce is that second green line. So we're only producing at about 15%.
Gotcha.
So we have the system itself is probably somewhere in the 12 megawatts range, but we only need 2 right now. That makes sense?
Yeah.
Okay. And as for decoding Dio's visions, sometimes you have to just take a tab and hope that you took the same as he did. Dio, I'm just being honest.
Yeah.
As I sit here and handcraft. Ugh. At least we don't have to produce anything for the space station yet.
Also,
Just-
small white lie. We don't, until we get to Science Pack 2, we don't need to make floor, so it doesn't need to be quite that far out.
We're actually just research science pack 2. I've already handcrafted some.
Is 2 lines of belt from 8 factories. That should be plenty.
Yeah.
Can I fill in this hole?
Sure.
Or is there any
Probably
intentional
for the
reason
best.
for this hole?
No, it was just a like marker to keep the help spread everything out a little bit.
Yeah, so basically what he built, because we put in, just to explain his vision a little bit, Trip. So he built all this, right?
Yeah.
And then so that we can run the product down, he created this bus here, right?
Yeah.
So the next portion of the factory making the next thing is going to have to go farther out this way.
Yeah, it'll have to branch off this way, this direction.
Yeah, just farther back than the start of the floor. So that's what he was trying to explain earlier.
Very
Gotcha.
badly, I know. I'm sorry.
Where
It's okay.
are you taking that?
I was going to put a box somewhere, but I wasn't 100% sure where to put the box with foundations in.
Why not right in front of the machines that are making it?
Okay, I can do that.
Yeah, there's.
I think that would make more sense, wouldn't it?
Yeah, in factory building, I typically, for like overflow, for manual use, I either keep it at the machine where you make it, or redirect it all to one place if you want to have like a storage hub.
Which is
Yeah.
what I was thinking, and
Well, we can make a storage hub later.
yeah. Okay, so any foundations here. Now you don't have to handcraft foundations. And
Cool. What about science packs?
that was my next task. How many lanes of machinery parts? Because I normally do 2 sets of 8, so 16.
16 lines?
No, 16 assemblers making.
Oh, yeah, run with that. Any extra we can actually put on the market later.
Falling down a hole.
But that's also a little bit down the road because we have to buy licenses in order to
Sell
Like-
certain things.
sell certain things and on the galactic market, and also we have to buy trading licenses to trade with other places. What was that?
With what?
Oh,
You have to hydrate and
Accuracy.
stretch.
apparently I have to hydrate and stretch nerds. How are you, Christy? I also need to make audio adjustments. Hold on. 1 second, adjusting audios. It's going to get loud for a second.
Alrighty. What do y'all typically do with biomass, like after you've got the ore that kind of
Um,
replaces biomass?
There in the bottom left, there is a thing that says destroy item.
So at this point, do y'all just destroy your biomass?
Yeah, you don't really
Yeah.
need. I think I can't remember. There is a. At some point, you will need biomass again, but by that point, you can like auto generate and ship out biomass to different things.
Come
Do you
on,
want this
kinda hurry.
platform to extend the other way to the other corner as well?
Yes. So eventually, Trip, as everything gets wider and wider, we'll just make it like a funnel with all the buses on it.
I need everybody to the
Give me
to the
one
space station control
second.
panel, please.
Yep, I see you've unlocked the galactic.
Okay, don't press anything till I tell you, because this is going to be cool.
Okay.
I'm coming. I'm coming. I'm coming.
All right, everybody, hit contact space station.
Mm-hmm.
Now select galaxy map.
Oh, boy!
Now zoom out.
I did. I was. There's a lot of galaxy.
Whoa.
Welcome to the end game. Okay, so let me explain what's going on here because it's a lot. So each one of these named objects is a separate planet. Each one of the highlights, right? So like you see the purple for ours
Yeah, like
around
Mhm.
our
rings.
space station.
That's a company?
That
Or
is
sector?
yeah, that is a sector. So the end point of this game is taking over this entire map with nothing but your industry.
Jeez.
So if we click on the one, the single one next to us, the Bellalette,
That's...
we
Yeah.
have to first we have to get the technology to contact it.
Mm.
Then we have to open up a shipping lane to it with a license. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
When we do that, we are not going to be the only people shipping goods into this area. So we have to take over their economy by out shipping basically the competition. And as we do that, our little sector will continue to grow. The end of this game is literally taking over this entire map.
That's a lot of purple.
Yes, it is. Now, well, that's not a lot. Well, there's other purple in there, but it's not ours. Now, do you see why I stopped building a factory?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that all starts with our first spaceship. So I'm going to buy a spaceship, a
Mm-hmm.
small cargo ship for 3,000 Fs. What would you like to name the spaceship? Actually, do you want to put it up to the viewers to name the spaceships?
Go on.
All right. Chats in all 3 streams that are watching right now, we need your recommendations for spaceship names. Best name will get the first. Give them just a minute to process.
Mm-hmm.
For future streams, we should use the stream together thing to combine our chats.
Problem with that is Stream Together, and I don't know if they changed it or not, but Stream Together used to automatically turn on your webcam.
Nope, they changed it.
And
thank-
also, it doesn't work on Opera. You need to open a Chrome tab to do it.
Oh, okay.
Interesting.
That's just dumb, considering that Opera is literally
Yep.
the framework of.
Yeah, Opera's a Chromium browser. That's surprising.
I don't know. Part of that streamer Discord we're part of, Trip. We did a big Mogo stream, and for some reason, it didn't work. I had to open a Chrome tab to get it to work.
Interesting. I've used it a lot with the guild stuff.
Yeah, I purposely made it so nobody could even knock to me.
Oh yeah, I've got knocks off.
Because of it. So, anybody have any good names?
No,
Anything?
nothing.
You'll,
Nope.
Okay. I guess it's up to us then.
I'm really bad with names, so yeah.
I mean, I'll default to what I normally call stuff, which nobody else is going to get the reference, and those who do will have a 50% chance of hating me for it. But
I mean, normally you call everything Celeste or something.
Either that or like Yui's Revenge. Nobody, I don't think either one of you watch anime, do you?
No,
Nope.
not really.
Just a short version. Yui is from Sword Art Online.
I'm familiar with that anime.
Yeah,
I've not seen it, but I'm familiar with it.
Trip,
So
look at the boy.
Ooh, we've got a new quest from the robot.
Just call it something, Anna, and go.
okay, cool. Yui's Revenge. Then we have to assign a
Space station
task of
communication
planetary
network
shipping
restored.
for now.
Galactic entities in proximity are now showing up on star map.
Beep, boop.
The Galactic Market? A giant station that allows us to buy and sell various goods, including construction material? Let's take a look at the star map.
We did.
So we
Everybody
have
was shocked.
Galactic Market and Construction Drone Bay
Uh,
are our new tasks.
yeah,
I don't know if
we
you can
need to
select multiple tasks or not.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah.
You do have to get the general repairs done first.
Buying construction material from the Galactic Market, that's a solid plan. We need it to further improve the station, and there's no way to make it on our own yet. I've prepared a page in your information database. You should take a look.
So in order to, and I'm talking everybody through this because it's new. All right, hold on.
Increasing complexity of construction work on the space station? You're right. Those upgrades keep getting longer to complete. We need speed up station construction by repairing and expanding the construction drone bay.
Okay, so I'm just talking everybody through this because this is the new stuff.
Mm-hmm.
If you go to spaceships, you will see that you'll have the ship name and then ship type and current assignment. There's a small arrow next to the current assignment. And you
This
can
is
do
a signed
planetary.
task.
Yeah, you can do planetary shipping, supply route, or market trade. The supply routes are what we send to other planets. The market trade is what we send to the galactic market. So we're going to do market trade, and it pops up a brand new window from the galactic market.
Ooh.
This took a minute for me to figure out, but basically you select order type. So we're going to buy, and underneath where it says commodity, that shows what we have. Okay, that shows what we have in storage.
Gotcha.
So if we go over, our cargo capacity is 1,000 kilograms. So we can buy 100 construction material. So if we just type in amount 100 in the side, go to that list and select the construction material.
Yep, wrong button.
And then we can select the ship, and we can confirm trade. So it is going to go out and buy 100 construction material.
Oh, okay.
Now, if we go to Galaxy Map and zoom in on our sector,
Oh,
if
I can
you
see it.
look, you can see the Yui's Revenge starting to come out of our station and heading to the galactic market.
Nice.
So yeah,
Bye-bye.
they added a lot in 2.0.
Yes.
But yeah, literally when I started playing around with this a lot. When I saw, like, if I opened up my other one, it was just all tier 1 stuff, not even attempting tier 2. Okay, active research. So we're knocking out the stuff from tier 1 first, yeah?
Yeah, we might as well.
All right, let's do light poles. I like being able to see.
Seeing is ideal, speaking from experience.
Oh, a thought just crossed my mind. That is not very nice.
Say it.
So in this game trip, we'll be able to approximate what we see by adding lights. I'm sorry.
No, it's funny. You get. I like that kind of humor. It makes me laugh.
Okay. Theo, I have a
1,
question.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Uh-huh.
Can we just get like 1 going for now so we can start science automation?
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. I'm getting this, so this is going to be making the machinery parts.
Cool, because I currently have 84 science packs in my to do by hand.
Ouch.
That's a lot.
Yeah, and they're 30 seconds each, so I don't know, what is that? Somebody else do the math. I'm tired. Hold
I
on.
wasn't listening enough. Well, what's the number that you have? If it was 84, I think is what you for. That's 42 minutes.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. Trip, there's another doofer over on the boy.
Another doofer
What?
over on the boy?
Another quest
What?
is the word I was trying to say there and failed horrifically. Shut up.
There was
There's a doofer on the boy.
Wait. Hold up. We need to go over this because we
We
get
do.
made fun of as Americans for speaking bad English. You are the English representative, sir.
You
The
know,
from the boy.
I
for
would.
on the board.
Good.
Lights. Oh, the new task is light.
Are you feeling a little
I think it's
spooked when it's
behind us a
dark?
little bit.
No worries, BB. We can create some light poles to brighten up our nights.
There we go. We now have the lights task.
We have to create what, 10 lights or something like that.
Maybe.
How can we pull that up?
Is it the tablet? No. Is it F1? Because there's many things in here.
Oh, this is that's like the
Oh, that's like the help.
yeah. I'm just gonna click through all the ones that are giving me the alert. I don't know.
Not sure.
We'll just make a bunch and we'll go from there.
Let me go. Let me go talk to. Let me go check the do 5. It's 5.
5. Okay.
I just asked him. Just asked the boy.
I will say it doesn't spread light. They do not spread light very far.
No.
Insert more. Oh, I have a funny idea. Hold on. Ah!
Trying to parkour with the best of them. I'm actually not very good at parkour.
Let's just stand. We're
There we
let's
go.
just watch him. Let's just watch him. The silent one.
Hi. He's trying to shake his head no at us.
I know. Well, Dio, if you would delegate.
I mean, yeah.
Not that I'm not having fun, but I do have a recommendation. I do have a suggestion.
Mm-hmm.
What's that?
I do not find this game particularly riveting. But
It is definitely more of like a talk and chill.
that's exactly what I was going to suggest. Is we've been talking about it for ages, thinking up some kind of like podcasty segmenty idea.
Uh-huh.
I would not be opposed. Y'all play this game, I play another game, and we just Sunday is vibes game and do a thing hour.
I'm fine with that.
I do.
You come up with a nifty name.
I think.
Because what I'm learning is that the intersection of multiplayer games that aren't one-off things, that aren't like, that like games that have progression, we have radically different enjoyments of games that have progression.
I mean, we can also chalk this up for, hey, we showed off a really cool game and, we can move on to a different game.
Oh no, because I can tell
thanks
you
as
guys,
well.
I can tell you two are having a great time.
Well, you misunderstand me because I want all three of us to have a good time and I would prefer it in the same game,
Yeah.
So, if this is one that doesn't meet all three of ours interest level, then we will find another game. It's not like, back when I was back in my day where you bought one game and that was it, and whatever multiplayer it had was it. We can always
I know.
find something else.
I am merely suggesting because y'all are having a good time.
Dio is in his
And
element right now.
I have not seen Dio actively enjoying a game I've played with him in a long time, and I don't want to take that from him. And I'm also just a big fan of parallel play in general, which is what that's called, was we're like, playing different games with people, and you just chat shit and have a good time. I would,
Again, it's up to you. Like, I'm not going to say yes or no to it because, like I said, I would prefer us all being in the same game. But if, I'm not going to force somebody to play something they're not enjoying either. if that makes sense.
Yeah, Dio, what do you think?
Like I think it's one of those that I think knowing you will get a lot out of this game trip. It's just one of those that if we try again in 2 weeks when I'm back from holiday, if you get the time and the availability, sit down, play, like, boot in, play your own world, and play and learn yourself how you do things for a while.
It's not that I don't know what I'm doing. It's like, how do I explain?
You enjoy a more, like, and I'm not saying like a vast difference, but you enjoy a little bit more fast paced than, than
Yeah, I
this
typically
particular builder.
I typically like my factory games with other shit going on. The factory game my favorite factory game that's released in the last year was what was that game called? I didn't play a ton of it at the time it came out because it was like still early days on it.
Mm-hmm.
But it was a factory builder game. But while you were waiting for shit to do, you would go off and do roguelike dungeons.
Ooh.
I have found that with the exception of when I'm like, when, chat's super active and I just kind of need something backgroundy to do. I'm trying to remember what this game was called. Which is I did a hashtag ad for it, which is part of why I feel bad forgetting the name. Starground. That's it. Starground.
Okay.
It's just, I think COVID era me sunk too many hours into Shapio and the Alphabet one.
Mm.
That I kind of like, I don't know, I thought this one would grab me more with like the space trading thing. But I don't know, I wish my brain were more stimulated. It's just not.
Just first off, don't do that. Like, we all have different tastes in games. I like, if I wasn't playing this on stream, I would have like, a TV show or a podcast or something up.
100%.
But don't apologize for having different tastes in games. Because like, Dio, how many games did you and I go through when we first started before we were like, yes, we both
many, and then we kind of it was. Well, saying that, it's not even that, because like one of the first things we did was Euro Truck, and we played
that was the very first thing,
and then we played the fuck out of Euro Truck, and then we played a few other little things, and then we found Factorio, and we played the fuck out of Factorio, and then we've done little series on everything. Like,
and there's been plenty of games where we went, this is fun, but it's not
us,
for lack of a better term, it's not streamable.
Yes, that's precisely it. I'm not enjoying the game.
It's like
not able to make compelling streamness out of it.
Yeah, and to explain to people who are viewing, there's when you become a streamer, you start identifying games that are interesting not only to yourself, because that's kind of the number one goal. Because sorry for those who think differently, we have to be entertained first.
Oh yes.
To be entertaining, you have to be entertained. So we have to find games that are entertaining for us and you. And something like this, like a chill little factory builder, it's really cool. Like, I love this game. And what I was trying to kind of hope is, with the banter that we have going on, would be entertaining to watch and listen to, or even just throw on in the background.
Yes.
But it's just not there. So this is a game probably all three of us will continue to play. However, that doesn't mean that we're oh well, we're never going to stream together again. No, that's
No.
that's not it at all. We just need to find something that all three of us enjoy and is compelling to watch.
Genuinely, I see myself playing this off stream while like I'm doing renders and stuff, but it's not the kind of game that like people watch. Like I also part of it is definitely y'all and I do have different like our audiences expect different shit from us.
That's fair.
Mhm.
I am known for two things. People tune in for me being really good at roguelikes,
Yeah.
despite being blind, or they tune in for like I don't like calling myself a cozy content creator. That feels weird. But like variety cozy shit.
Yeah.
And this just isn't really ticking either box for me.
Like I think it's one of those that we did discuss doing Terraria instead before we fell on this, and then you went, oh, but I'm currently doing
Yeah. But that's actually the very thing I was going to suggest is the Terraria series I'm doing is I am doing a playthrough on Twitch, then editing it down into a supercut for YouTube. So those streams are getting put into a VOD playlist, but I'm taking all that footage to compile it into what in the Terraria community is calls playthrough movies. That's a big thing in the Terraria community. Is like you condense your playthrough into like a 1 to 2 hour video. And that is something that I would, that would normally be a kind of, not necessarily a boring thing to grind out, but it's a time-consuming thing. That I could
not to interrupt, but if everybody would like to come around the square table.
Yes. Nice.
Thank you.
So I'd be like, honestly, currently I'm doing a playthrough as Summoner. Summoner to Moonlord. My plan after that is to either do a challenge run or do Master Mode to Moonlord. And I'll be honest, I watched some of your guys' Terraria playthrough.
It was interesting.
I think the hard mode grind would... I don't think the series would last with the three of us once we got to hard mode.
And we actually made that decision during that initial stream too, was like our endpoint was the Wall of Flesh.
Yes.
I think we made it there, didn't we?
Possibly.
I don't believe so.
I do not remember.
I'm trying to remember.
I think you fought the Wall of Flesh. I don't know if you beat the Wall of Flesh.
It's one of those that I do want to go back and, no offense to you, Anna, like have somewhat a little bit more experience with the game who can like help push us forwards and push us through it.
Oh, I'm not saying that I have any experience in the game. Like, we had that initial playthrough where I know you never played it at the time, and I had. But yeah, having somebody who knows what they're talking about, yeah, that would be extremely useful.
Yeah, I've gone... The only bosses in the game I haven't beaten at any point. I've never beaten Duke Fishron. I've never beaten Empress of Light. I've never completed the Old One's army events, or any of the events besides Goblins, because those weren't in the game yet. And I haven't beaten Moonlord and the Cultist, so like the last two bosses. So, even though the early game has changed quite a bit, there's several new early game bosses that weren't there before. This first playthrough for me is mostly just kind of like re-getting my footing again back in Terraria.
I mean,
but I didn't want to like... How do I say? I don't want to like...
Overplay it.
Yeah? Well, I'm already... I'm already sinking quite a bit of time into the playthrough to try and get this idea I have done, right? And I don't think 2 series of it going at the same time is wise, because then it's unlikely for either to get finished.
Yeah, that's fair.
Which is why I was going to propose, if you wanted to keep doing this, I could parallel play Terraria for YouTube, because I do all that recording post. That's like all that audio is recorded in post. And we could finally do the podcast thing we've discussed. Well, that this was kind of going to be, because I thought I would be able to lock in and I thought I would be satisfyingly enough stimulated that I could lock in and just kind of banter mode,
Yeah.
but I don't know, it's just not clicking.
Let me throw this out there.
Mhm.
So you said you had or haven't played Factorio.
Have not played Factorio.
Okay, so the difference between this and Factorio is, number one, there's no economic portion of it, so everything above our heads is just non-existent. But it is also tower defense.
Yes,
there is more shit to do between shit to do if you.
Yeah. So if maybe that could be an option.
Maybe, but I genuinely just can't afford to buy any more games this month.
Okay, that's fair.
Don't worry, Trip. If it's one, I may be able to get a nice cheap code on it, and the thing will happen again.
No, I don't want to have like. That's why it's not necessarily one of the reasons I'm proposing we try the parallel play idea, but it's like, words are hard, y'all.
Tell me about it.
No, I get it. I am like just being 100% honest.
Mhm.
I know parallel play exists.
Yeah.
I just don't know how my brain will take it. Like, and I'm trying to explain this the best I can, but like,
Yeah.
I've never done it.
Mhm.
I've seen other people other people do it, and my initial knee-jerk reaction is always kind of the same, where it's like, why? You know, if you are streaming with somebody, and again, this is kind of old school of me, but if you're streaming with somebody, it's similar. Like, I take it similar to like couch co-op, right?
Okay. Yeah.
Where it's like you and your friends coming over for, Mountain Dew pizza and GoldenEye.
Oh God, I miss those days.
Right. So good. But like, I'm not saying that I'm unwilling to do it. I'm just saying that, like, when I initially think about it, that's kind of what my brain goes to.
Well, that's what we're going to be doing with the. I'm going to be organizing Saturday and Sunday lobbies of multiplayer games. Y'all will, whenever y'all want to join those. And this was always just kind of like our just the three of us idea. I would be totally fine with. I'm gonna leave it up to y'all. If we want to try and do more of this next time, and we'll try parallel playing it, or if we want to try something else, I'm still gonna. But this won't be the only thing we play together. Whatever we decide for this Sunday slot.
Right. Now you and I were talking.
Yes.
Late
I'm actually
one night.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead.
I did want to quickly explain something you messaged me about. You weren't the only one who messaged me about it when I was talking about Mycelium Imperium in my Discord. I decided that I'll try it on my channel first. If it does well, but we think it could do better, then maybe it'll become its own channel.
Okay, that's fine.
But it's an experiment more than anything, and an excuse for me to consistently do collab shit.
Right. Well, the idea that I remember it was like 10, 11 o'clock at night. So Dio, you were so far asleep that you were getting ready to wake up. You and I kind of talked about if this doesn't work, or for the other days that we're not streaming due to one person being missed, we turn it into a demo day.
Yes, I did. I thought about that a lot, but I have run into an issue.
What's that?
A lot of the betas I get access to are closed.
Well, no, I'm not talking about just those, because on Steam you can get into, there are demos of Steam games out there.
Yes. Oh yeah.
So we could potentially just find, let's say we each every week, every other week, whatever, find a demo of a game that looks interesting,
I'd be down.
we all download it and give it a shot.
I mean, I do stuff like that every week here on stream anyway. Trip checks out. It's a whole segment I do with roguelikes. I'll check out either newly released roguelikes or their demos. You're really struggling to get up here, aren't you, Dio?
I'm not really concentrating on it, I'll be honest.
So, what are your thoughts on that, Dio?
1 second.
Do I need to come down and teach you? Cheater.
Builds his way up here, fucking Minecraft style. I will say, experientially, from the we did, is you might remember, do a 4-person demo showcase for that mystery, for that like kind of escape room style puzzle game in the Wild West.
I do not remember
that. I remember Dio was there because I told Dio this. I've never told Stream this. Dio wasn't the nicest about the bugs we encountered.
Was I not? Oh.
No, you pissed him off.
Oh, maybe.
And that's why they stopped working with me.
Sorry.
Originally we were gonna do a series on all the parts of the game, but I guess you sassed a bit too much about some bugs in. Yeah.
Yeah, that is one thing that.
That's not a thing you can do with checking out demos. Is they are going to be full of bugs. That's why they are demos.
It's one of those. I forget the game, honestly, and I probably didn't mean to sass it quite as hard as I did, but.
Well, it's in the past. It's a learning experience, you know.
Oh yeah, no, absolutely. It's not like a how the fuck dare you, Dio? I'm upset about this branding thing from what 2-3 years ago now.
Yeah.
It's just it's why I like whenever I do multiplayer demo shit. I mean I haven't done many because I don't have many other people who do that kind of. I don't know many other creators who do that kind of thing.
Yeah, because like in just going back to the original multi-gaming thing, if we're going to do something like that, then I kind of need to do something a little bit more mindless than this.
Okay.
So like, you know, an MMO or, you know, grinding a character up in like World of Warcraft or Final Fantasy in order to kind of like click out.
I get you. So this one, that's interesting.
I mean, well,
I get it.
You also have to understand, like, I played Warcraft for 10 years as like my go-to game. So like when I'm, you know, starting a brand new character, it's very mindless at this point. I'm not focused on it whatsoever. I know the story up to a certain point, so I'm not going to concentrate on that. So, but with this, it's like, okay, I have to think about, you know, supplies coming in versus what's coming out. You know, is it going to back up? What's it going to do? What's my next step? You know, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Kind of like how Dio went silent when he started working on actually expanding the factory.
Smiley face. Side note, I've got Blue Science automated in the time we've been talking.
Yeah, interestingly, I think that's the other thing, is like games like this are too mindless for me to stream.
Mm-hmm.
Even though there's a lot going on, it's just not, it doesn't stimulate the right part of my brain, I guess.
Right, I get it.
Also, our boy is lost. Look.
He does that a lot.
Yeah, what you can do is there's a button on his little thing that you drop down that you can press and brings them back.
I know, it's funny just seeing him wandering out into nature like with the fucking wild robot.
But no, I'm for trying demos. If we want to do the multi-game, then I'll reinstall WoW and get back into that and mindlessly play that for stream. I don't know, you know, it'll be, you know, fine to stream if I do classic or no, I can't do classic. Do whatever their mid-tier is now, if that makes sense.
If we kind of want to do demo-y kind of things, then do we just want to, instead of trying to do we just want to kind of turn this Sunday also into a variety slot and not lock ourselves into trying to do like a series game?
That might work until we find something that we play where we play the demo and go
that we want to play. We all want to play more of that together. In that case, I've got. Let me do some spying in your Steam inventories. I'll whip up a little list of ideas for future Sunday session streams. I'm waiting. I start a new college course tomorrow. My summer course that I'll be doing in addition to my new job. My new job is pretty easy, so I'm not worried about that.
Okay.
I'm just waiting to see to make sure I won't have any scheduled like mandatory online classes. Once I have that determined, then I will be scheduling. I'll be putting out the scheduling for the first two Mycelium Imperium streams.
Also, just a side note. If we do a podcasty thing, I don't see us doing a podcast for 4 hours.
No, it won't be 4 hours.
No, I agree.
Yeah, so that would be a much shorter stream than what the slot's normally for. So I think, like, that's kind of one of the reasons I go live a little early before joining up with.
And why I normally go a little live after.
Yeah, it's just talk to chat, kind of get settled in. So we could potentially merge these two. So, like, we have the first, let's say, hour and a half is a podcast. And after that, we go into whatever demos we have found for that week.
Well, I do want to say, I don't want to lock us strictly into demos, because good functioning multiplayer demos are few and far between.
True.
So I will prioritize demos / new releases, but we should also keep our eye on, fun other, like, one game that some streamer friends I watched played recently, like streamers I watched played recently with their friends, and I think you guys would get a kick out of. House Flipper 2 has fully functioning multiplayer.
I saw that.
Would be awesome. I'll tell you what else.
It's really fucking fun.
I've seen that I think will be hilarious chaos with us. I don't know what you guys are like.
Oh my god, that tree.
The X tree.
That tree was in the shape of an X and just spun in the air for a little bit.
I don't know what you're like with, like, driving trip. I know Anna and I have done a lot of, like, driving games and stuff, and if you've seen anything about, like, Mud Runner and, like, spin tires and that, but there's a new game out which is called, I have completely and utterly forgotten.
That sounds like a very weird title.
Yeah, that's a weird title for a racing game.
It's not really racing, as it were. What's it? Okay, let me find this slightly differently instead of looking through Steam, because I can't remember what the fuck it's called.
Oh, by the way, I'm almost done editing up our us playing Ludo on Anna's birthday.
Oh god.
Dude, it turned out really funny. That should be going up this week.
Roadcraft, that's what it's called. The one where you have to, like, rebuild all the roads and disaster area and stuff.
From what I understand, though, it's, and I'm trying to be nice with this. Trust me, I'm not knocking the company. I'm not, just looking at it the way it is right now. From what I've heard, it is a buggy mess.
Oh, I'm not surprised, but I think, like, with us specifically, it will be hilarious.
I mean,
Why is that water now?
What?
Where did the water come from?
What water?
What the hell?
Oh my god! What the fuck?
What is under here? Hold on.
Nothing. There should be no water here. There we go.
Did we just get water bombed?
I have no idea what just happened.
That was weird.
Never seen that.
Me neither.
But,
We were
no,
talking
like,
about bugs in the games, like heard you talking shit.
but like,
Boom, spontaneous water puddle.
yeah, for now, for going forward from today, okay. If we'd like to gather on the science machines, kind of speak about it. Son of a, I missed. But anyway, I think going forward today, we will shelve this. If you want to continue like single player on this map or create your own, cool. If not, cool. But we'll shelve this and give a recommendation of definitely play it.
Oh, it's definitely a good game.
Yeah,
That is not in question.
And I think in 2 weeks, I think we can find each one of us pull up a multiplayer game to try.
Hmm.
And
yes.
And we'll either pick a multiplayer game that we all agree on, or maybe split time.
Yeah.
And if it comes down to all of them are, for polite terms, piles of crap. In the politest way,
yeah.
then we will split off and do just a we'll play our different games and just do like a podcasty thing.
Yeah. To clarify, are we going to try and look for a long form game, like a game for a series, or like just kind of like a fun game to try out together?
I'm willing to take suggestions.
Okay.
Because,
I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
No, you first.
Because what I'm thinking is, it's on the streamer side. It's good to have a long-term game, right? Because you know what you're playing, you know what you're getting yourself into for a couple of weeks, and it gives you time kind of to be like, kind of reassess and be like, okay, you don't like this, you didn't like this aspect. Let's refine exactly what we're playing.
Yeah.
Before we move on. On the other side, we can lock ourselves into something like this, where it's like, yeah, it's a fun game to play, but it's definitely not something that will be long term.
Yeah, I was gonna chime in and say I do a whole lot more solo streams than you two. I'm currently in the problem of I have too many games that I'm trying to finish.
Are any of them multiplayer?
I have a list. Let me see.
That's
like,
always a good start.
No, I have a list of all the series I'm officially playing on Twitch and YouTube.
Okay.
And I believe I am too far. I could technically change. Hollow Knight is supposed to be up next in my single player Twitch game. I could change that out if we do find another game to take its place. But the other, like the Terraria series, I'm too far into the playthrough. My Minecraft series is on a closed server. I can't get you guys in.
That's right. I'm balls deep into another Minecraft series at the minute, anyway.
And then on YouTube, my only non-roguelike series. I'll just tell you my non-roguelike series I play. I have Minecraft. I have Modded in Vanilla. One YouTube, one Twitch. Terraria, which I would be open to doing a multiplayer playthrough, but I would like to get through this playthrough first.
That's fair.
I'm already like 10 hours deep into what will be like likely a 30-hour playthrough.
So give it a month or two.
Yeah, give it a little bit. I'm not into hard mode yet because I'm still getting all my infrastructure down. But once I get through hard mode, once I get to hard mode, I'll probably breeze right through because Summoner's really easy once you have good gear. And then, as you guys know, I also play horror. I typically try to play a horror game at least once a week. There's not a lot of good multiplayer horror things. But I'd be willing to switch out Hollow Knight for now as a... Well, I'd kind of set Foundry aside as something separate. But, unfortunately, none of the games I have I could easily slot y'all into.
Right.
Yeah, I do apologize that this... I do kind of feel bad.
No. Like, and like I said, it comes down to, it just comes down to taste. Like,
Yeah.
this is something that Dio and I would turn into just a chill, we banter back and forth and build a factory game. Which is the way that we functioned for a very long time. We're kind of we'll play long form exploratory / factory games, and then throw in F1 every once in a while, or racing game, or some sort of other game.
Whereas I'm on the other side of the scale. I'm primarily a roguelike creator. I play, games that have short runs that are high intensity, and then I throw in variety with that with things like Minecraft or Terraria, where I can either make it very high octane by doing stuff like boss rushing or things like that, or I can make it super low key.
Yeah, it basically comes down to, just different tastes and how we are as individual streamers.
Can I make a joke?
Sure.
Here? This sounds like one of those like skits you'd see on TikTok about like when the thruple's breaking up.
Nah, we're not breaking up. We're just we're just what's a good word for it? We're refining.
Refining the process.
Yes.
I don't know why I said when I said process, I aimed a drill at Dio's head. Don't worry about it.
You will comply. But yeah, like
that's a game I should make a note of. That would be fucking hilarious to play with you two. Jesus Christ. Outlast Trials. Yeah, there's a dude with a drill for a hand, and that reminded me. Oh my god, that's one of the few good multiplayer scary games I've played.
Yeah, it's just, don't apologize. It's not every game everybody's going to like.
No, definitely not. Like,
that's the way it is.
And at the same time, like, the whole like waiting element, like Factorio is good for that because every now and then you got to go shoot some aliens.
Mm-hmm. This is definitely a game where it's not high impact. There's no, there's no like big bad who's going to come and try and steal your socks. It's just it's just chill.
Actually, though, it's good. No one touched my sock.
And sometimes
I'm not that kind of streamer.
And sometimes you need that too,
Absolutely.
So like, again, we'll find something. And demo, MMO, whatever, we'll get there. But I do think.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
No, you first, because I think you might be about to say similar things.
I was going to say, like, one of the games that I've been very curious about, because I have this, I've tried to play it multiple times, and I can't do it because I don't know anybody else playing it, but is actually Final Fantasy 14.
The thing is, I know so many people who play Final Fantasy. I've never touched it.
Like, I can tell the game is fantastic if you have other people with you.
Yes.
But the problem is like, the way you join guilds is you have to do it off
That's
platform.
fucking shit.
Yeah, it's a horrible thing. But that's the way they want to do it. That's why they want to do it. Their rules. But like, I can tell if I had that guild around me that I would have the best time, because you can, if you get bored, I don't know, doing the Guardian quest, then you can switch over to doing hunter or ranger quests, and there's no like locking yourself into one category of player.
A game like that a content creator friend of mine has been suggesting for me over and over and over is Palia.
I've heard of that.
It's actually free to play. It doesn't have microtransaction bullshit. As far as I'm aware. It's like I don't know how the fuck to explain Palia. It's one of those everything games like Final Fantasy 14 where it's huge in scope. Like, there's a lot to do, and if you have a group of friends, you can basically do it all together.
I'm actually
Um,
watching the video for it now.
I have, I have, I think she'd be okay with me self-reporting her on this. My friend Sayles, has been, I got her into Minecraft. She's trying to get me into Palia. Because I've never played Palia, she'd never played Minecraft.
I'm all for trying this because just watching it, it looks like
Adorable.
it looks adorable. I love the art style, and is there like combat in it, or is it
There is combat.
so? If we get kind of like, what was that game that you and I played, Dio, where we built the base and there was the zombies?
7 Days to Die.
No, I never played that.
The
Oh
forest.
yes.
Oh, the forest. Fuck, I love the forest.
When we were doing the forest, whenever I mostly stayed and did the base building stuff,
Mhm.
and Dio went out and did all the exploration stuff. Which, if you think about it from the streamer standpoint, number one, it gives us more options on what to do, so we don't get bored with the game, and number two, if somebody is more focused on like, oh, I want to learn how to build, they can tune into my stream. If they want to go along with the exploration, they go over to Dio stream. Like, it's actually a really good balance, and something like Palia would actually, I think, be a really good streaming option.
All right, neat. I have several friends who are Palia partners as well.
Mm-hmm.
So if there's anything we need tutorialize or any tips shit we need to go going in, I can get that information for us pretty easily.
Yeah. Dio, what do you think?
Yeah, like I mean, if it's one of those if I don't know what you guys are thinking because we got say an hour left.
Oh, not for today.
Not for today. Okay. But yeah, so that's something we can definitely look at for 2 weeks because again, holiday.
Also, I believe, don't quote me on this, I'm pretty sure Palia has mixed progression. So you can
That's what it's. Sorry, I was also thinking about. There's another game that is Once Human. You had that one?
I've heard mixed things about Once Human.
I like. Granted, I've seen.
I also know people who love it to death. So it's
yeah,
one of those.
I've seen the WPE guys. I've like, and they get up to all sorts of shenanigans.
I want to propose this. Okay, Dio, I know you play. Yeah, I'm going to release your secret here to the hundreds of tens of people who are watching. I know you play the games before you stream them.
No, I wouldn't play Palia. I wouldn't play whatever we do next. I wouldn't play it.
Okay, because my thought is you're going to be on holiday, as you call it.
Mm-hmm.
Which that's weird terminology, but okay. My thought is Trip, you're free next Sunday, yeah?
Yeah.
So my thought is if Trip and I hop in, because Dio, you and I have very similar interests in stream games. If Trip and I hop in on Sunday, we can see if it's going to work before committing to it.
Okay.
But I want to make sure you're okay with that because you're going to be on holiday.
Yeah, that's fine. Like,
Okay.
Depending what we're up to and everything, I might be able to tune into one stream from.
Also, it's I like 90% sure it's worth noting that like you could do multiplayer Palia and also have like a single player farm. Like it's like Final Fantasy where you can play single player and multiplayer and it's pretty seamless between the two.
But yeah, I just wanted Trip, if you're good with that for next week, I'm good with it. And yeah, I just wanted to double check with Dio to make sure that he's okay with it. And we can find out next week if it'll be a good long-term game or if it's just something we'll show off that week and move on. I don't know why I keep going back to where the blue science packs enter the carousel and just watching them. But yeah, it sounds like we kind of have a game plan going forward.
It does.
Yeah.
This is weird.
This accidentally turned into like a meeting.
Yeah, like whenever you try to explain what streamers talk about off stream, it's like, well,
This. Basically, yeah.
Yeah.
um,
Let's see. Second, I have to respond to a message in Pride Guild is important. 1 second.
all good. But yeah, we could also, since it is an MMO, we could also potentially do streamer events later on down the road. And, you know, all sorts of fun stuff. What are you thinking, Dio?
Not a lot, just brain rot
That is
while crafting.
That's actually my one concern about doing Palia.
What's
My
that?
one concern is because it's an MMO and I have a lot of other friends who play Palia. I feel like as soon as I play Palia, I'll get pulled into playing Palia in other groups and like at other times, and I don't want to what's the word?
Isolate
wanna-
them.
That, but I also don't want to fuck up our group's progression in any way because I don't know how that shit works.
Well, hopefully you can create more than one character, and if not, that's just something we'll have to work around, you know?
Yeah.
Like,
Literally after this stream, I'm gonna hit up Sayless and be like, "Hey, give me the TLDR on streaming Palia with different groups, pretty please."
yeah, that's probably your
She's
best
kind of
bet.
the expert.
Yeah, that's probably your best bet, and also we can, I don't imagine that they would say no to multiple players, or even like if they only make you create one character, potentially multiple accounts.
Potentially, I'll have to figure out how they're because I don't know. I think it is an MMO technically. Every system does theirs differently.
Mhm.
I'll just ask, see how theirs is, and
Okay.
I'll report back in our little back channel about if I think it'll
And if
we're good to go.
if it is just one character, no extra accounts or anything like that, like we'll deal with it. It's not
Yeah.
the end of
Oh,
the
it's,
world.
yeah, it's not a deal breaker even if it does occur.
Yeah. Like we're not going to sit here and say, "How dare you?"
Right.
Considering you're the most popular out of all of us.
That feels weird to say, but yeah. I don't like
True.
thinking about it that way.
I just want to point out, okay, you may not like it, but you're the only person who has had more than 5 viewers this entire stream.
I will say, weirdly, my numbers have been fantastic today. I've been talking to chat. Even before, I was actually doing, even when we were just kind of chatting shit in Minecraft, I've stayed at 8, 9 the whole time.
I've had your chat up.
Yeah.
I've had Dio's chats up too.
Had friendos pop in to wish me a happy Pride, all that fun stuff.
Yeah. Oh, side note, FC Cincinnati. So, do you guys know what a TIFO is?
No.
So, whenever there's a big game or like a special game for football, aka soccer team, the supporters groups will get together and will unveil a giant banner, which is called a TIFO. FC Cincinnati, and I will pull up the picture because it is amazing and send it to the chat. Anyway, they unveiled a TIFO which might actually qualify as the world's largest pride flag.
That's really fucking cool.
Now, mind you, this is the supporters groups doing this. There's a picture in the chat, but it is massive. Like, we're talking probably, let me see. It is 60 foot by 80 foot, roughly 4,800 square feet.
Jesus.
Okay, that's fucking awesome.
The closest is a 400-foot long rainbow banner that they in Philly that they claim is the largest Pride banner, but this covers more square feet.
Did y'all see the fucking Salt Lake City pride flags?
No, I didn't.
Utah banned pride flags. So Salt Lake City officially adopted multiple variants of their state flag that are pride flags.
Oh, that's right. I remember
Their
hearing
city
about it.
flag
But I
that are
didn't
pride
see
flags.
it. Yeah, I remember hearing about it, but not seeing it. Oh, I see the designs. That's awesome.
It's a huge fucking W. We love when, like, yeah, there it is. They're like,
Yeah.
yeah, legally you can do that. However, go fuck yourself.
Right.
Legal loophole.
Well, that's what I was talking about my dad the other day. So the HOA that I'm part of actually bans flags other than the American flag.
Gross.
Partially because I might have hung my pride flag up for 6 straight months.
Based.
And everybody who I talked to was like, yeah, we like it. No reason to remove it. So they banned all flags. But then I got to thinking, you know how you can go to the store and get like that rope thing that has like happy birthday or congratulations written on it?
Yeah.
And it's just like letters hanging down. I know they make pride flags of those.
Oh yeah, they do.
And it's not technically a flag because it's a banner.
Yes. All the yes.
Problem is it's a $400 fine per
Oh.
day.
Ouch.
That's a lot.
Yeah. I haven't yet gone up to the oh god, Dio's researching explosives.
Run!
I haven't gone up to the HOA meetings and been like, why did you ban flags? But I really want to. But at the same time, I just want to move. But anyway, yeah. I was very proud of my club that night. And then they played, and I was not nearly as proud.
I assume they didn't do well.
Oh my god, it was a shit show. Well, of course. Anyway, you guys aren't interested in sports ball.
I'm not actually opposed to sports ball. I just don't have a way to watch it. So like I'm actually a big baseballs fan.
Really? Which team?
Yankees and Braves. I grew up as a Yankees fan as a kid because it's because family reasons. Braves were my mom's favorite team. I used to be an avid Cleveland baseball fan.
I am so sorry.
Yeah, no, they've been dog shit for forever. I no longer care about how Cleveland does in baseball. Been to many of their home games when I lived in Cleveland because they gave those tickets away so often because no one would fucking go.
Oh yeah.
Which is depressing for like a proper MLB team. But I don't have cable, and I've not had cable for years, so I've not really sat down and watched baseball in forever. I really enjoy hockey as well, but I'm not really committed to any teams. Football is like pulling teeth. Basketball is okay.
Would you like to feel better about all your choices?
Sure.
My football team has been since 1989 the Cincinnati Bengals.
Yeah. I remember this, yes.
My baseball team, since I was a little kid,
Oh,
has
the
been
Reds?
the Cincinnati Reds.
Oh, no!
My hockey team, because I just got into hockey a couple of years ago, is the Columbus Blue Jackets.
Oh, no! Even I went Monsters over Blue Jackets.
And my soccer team, who I've been cheering since 2015 when they first formed, is FC Cincinnati. You may not know much about them, but they got into MLS in 2019. The first 3 years they won the wooden spoon, meaning they had the least amount of points in the league.
That's bad.
They then had a and then they won the Supporter Shield the next year, which is the most points in the league. and
Interesting.
lost to rival Columbus in the semifinals of the playoffs. And then last year lost in the opening round against a team where their defensive strategy is get touched by a small breeze and fall over.
See, the problem is where I live now, the teams all suck. No-
Same here.
but isn't a big enough place to be like Cleveland and actually have their own teams in the major leagues.
Right. Oh God. Run. Trip, just run.
Don't-
Just run.
like,
run,
don't-
run, run.
Really
No.
weird things are happening in my inventory right now.
What?
What do you mean?
Like,
I hear a weird rumbling around you.
I cancelled mega crafting of science packs a while ago, but every now and then shit just disappears out of my inventory.
That's weird. Also, can you play with explosives not on the factory that we actually put some time into?
I didn't know if we were
Like,
coming
here.
back here or not.
We're not, but like go and blow up those big trees over there just to show how explosive these things are.
Blow up things that have fun physics when they go boom.
Yeah.
So
Like,
Anna.
Regardless,
Yeah,
like we did actually put time and
Oh,
effort
yeah.
into this.
Yeah. You know, so we have a local AA team.
Mm-hmm.
I think they're AA for baseball. Their games have been fun to go to. Their mascot is ridiculous. They're the Chili Peppers.
Oh, that's fun if you get with the actual band.
I know it's not the band.
Aw.
It's peppers, tricolor peppers.
So even the like not spicy ones.
Yep,
So for reference,
red, yellow, and green.
I have
Dio?
4 different things crafting at the minute.
Okay.
So I've got the red science pack, like at the same time. Red science packs, the conveyor belts.
Is that even possible?
No, that's like I said, and I keep making. I've made 2 handheld remotes, and they keep disappearing from my inventory.
You might need to reconnect. Because that's kind of broken.
Yes.
No, but getting off of sports ball, so we have a plan for next week.
Yes.
We have a plan potentially for 2 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
And if not, like if we find out it's not a good stream game, then what we'll do is we'll just all pick a game and we'll make a decision.
Or, hear me out.
Or multi-game.
Well, I wasn't going to suggest multi-game. I like the idea of each of us finds a game for the 3 of us, and then each of us finds like a non-long form game, and then we do a segment on each one.
I'm fine with that.
If Palia doesn't work out, because then that gives us 3 weeks to find a new game, test it, play it, like it. Oh no, we're doing every other week, aren't we? For this.
Yeah. Well, you and I were talking about
Yeah,
potentially
because
every week. But
you have to. Because I plan to. My plan is on alternating Sundays have Mycelium Imperium multiplayer lobbies,
oh yeah,
and
yeah.
Saturdays offset to that. So that way the Saturday ones will be the Sunday ones will be later. No, brain. The Sunday ones will be later in my time zone. The Saturday ones will be at around 1 o'clock in my time zone.
Got it.
So that way it's EU and non-EU friendly.
Yeah.
A trip.
Year. Do it.
I crashed. I crashed out of the game. I literally did that and desynced out of the fucking game.
What a fucking way to go.
That is incredible.
Alrighty. If we're done,
Oh,
I'm going to
fucking
raid
hell.
out to the Pride Guild raid train.
Actually, hold up. If we're doing that, we're all raiding.
Yes.
I literally have. Let's have a look.
Oh, speaking of which, I'm going to be on the official Pride Guild raid train twice this week.
Nice.
3 times this week. I will be on at 7 a.m. Eastern Standard Time Tuesday. I will be on at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time Friday. And part of a community event, question mark, did it get moved? The fuck? I'm also in the Gamer Olympics, which is also it's also Pride Guild. I don't see it on the schedule though, on the Ray Train schedule, which means it may be running. I don't know. I just know what days I'm doing shit.
That's all you need to know, right?
Yep. Exclamation mark Discord if you want to be sure to catch all of my appearances on the train. The current person rating who's conducting at the moment. I believe it's Senric.
Well,
Yes, Senric playing Fortnite.
spell it.
Let me set up the raid out.
Hold up. Trip.
Yes.
Spell the name.
Oh, C3R. No, C3NRIC.
D3NRIC.
Yep.
There we go.
Cool. Got it set up.
Also, every time I make stuff explode, it
You
desyncs
crash?
me.
That's funny as hell. All right.
That's a good time to end.
Yes, it is.
See y'all later.
I broke
Bye,
things
everybody.
again. Bye.
2, 1. Raid now. Stop streaming.